what's going on? BBBB, how's it going? How's everyone doing? Are we ready for the finale? The end of all things. Disco's end. I don't know if I'm ready. But by God, we're gonna do it anyway. And Cameron is here to join us as always. How's it going, Cam?
Let's go!
Let's go!
How's it going?
Yeah, good, mate. I'm nervous. I'm excited.
Yeah, mate.
Intense.
Who's the killer?
We don't know.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, so end of last stream we had the ending with Dolores Day, which apparently is one of 3 endings, so we do need to come to a conclusion on who the killer is and the end of Harry Dubois' story.
Let's go.
It's going to be a lot to take in. And we're just coming off the back of you finishing The Walking Dead Season 1 yesterday, which I forgot how deep that shit is.
Mate, so sad.
So sad. Fucking Claire, man.
Claire fucking Lee.
Ugh.
Didn't expect it. That's the worst thing. I didn't expect it.
Mm.
I thought I was sound.
Yeah, I forgot how hard it hits.
Mm.
Very emotional.
Yeah, getting sad thinking about it.
Who knows if this is going to be the same?
Probably.
Emotional yet crazy and satirical at the same time. That seems to be the trend.
Gets eaten by a zombie.
So we did not see that coming. That's for sure. Right, let me stream this for you, my boy.
For it. Live? You're live. There we go.
You're live.
Right.
Let's do it. Ahoy, Sabuto. Shelbs.
Sabuto.
God, I wish I could just sit and watch this whole time. Yeah, sorry, it is an earlier stream than usual, but needs must.
Needs must. I can't go. 8. Oh wow! I said I'll be there at 8:30. So if we run over a little bit.
Okay, cool. Well,
but let's just not talk about what animals we could punch in the face.
True. We probably exhausted that topic, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like most that are smaller than a human, but you others.
I was worried your character was going to have his weird torso again.
I think he did.
Oh, okay.
It's like when he's in front of the bed like this.
Oh, right.
But it doesn't matter. It's not important. I have a busier day, so I'll definitely watch the VOD. Good stuff, Shelbs.
Yeah.
Hope your day is productive, if busy, and not stressful busy.
Mm.
We looked at this,
serialized fantastique and detective stories, animal adventures,
but
a
potentially
magazine for
worth
electrical
a quick
engineering,
unlock in
and an
conceptualization.
international thriller.
We don't want to miss anything at this stage when we're so close to the end.
Yeah.
So I think we've got 3 skill points as well. So let's do it. We're only at a 1 in conceptualization. So
But
let's make it a 2. Oh, there's this too. Is there anything in there?
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right. The lieutenant puts his hand
I
on
really
the
don't
metal
know where
barrel,
this could go.
checking
No.
for warmth.
In terms of endings, could go in many different directions.
It's cold now.
yeah.
But
I hope
someone
the
has
killer
been
isn't like
continued.
someone we've
The
not met
wiring
yet.
has been repaired.
Yeah,
So that'd be a bit of a cop out.
I agree. Yeah. Or fuel into the tank. Sure.
The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room fills with a chemical smell. There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder and a
What is it,
starter
power?
on the other side.
I don't
The
know.
lieutenant flicks the switch.
Oh, he's just flicking it straight away.
The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
That should do it.
Okay, that was a task apparently. Where do the wires lead?
Downstairs, somewhere.
The tank is far from full, but there should be enough inside to keep it going
In
for
Sweden,
a day.
it's you're an hour ahead, aren't you? So yeah, we're helping out the those in the European continent. Well,
Yeah.
that is us, but mainland Europe. Okay, we can follow those, but let's redo this conceptualization check.
Kim can flick my switch, Shelby says.
AA.
Cheeky. Oh, is your clothes like phasing through?
Yeah, it is a bit. We've had some problems. I think it's actually Kim's head. Maybe it's the jacket or something. No, she's just there. Yeah, it's happened a couple times actually.
Oh, interesting.
You the clothes become transparent. Conceptualization is a 0, but I'm not sure. I think we looked last time. We don't actually have anything.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Oh,
never mind.
We looked wrong. I don't think you're Kim's type, if you know what I mean. Is Harry Kim's type?
Is Kim gay?
I don't think it's been mentioned in the game, not explicitly and not in the dialogue we've had.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be explicit, knowing this game, but I don't remember it coming up.
Harry, I'm gay.
I'm super gay, man.
Just thought I should let you know.
Yeah. Okay, let's try this again.
Soft
Cigarette as
covers,
well, maybe?
Serialized fantastique.
Yeah.
Still low.
Still low. We're not on anything at the moment. No. Okay, so a couple ciggies. Order again real quick. It's not been mentioned in your playthrough, but you can find out.
Okay.
Oh, I'll find out.
Just like kiss Kim.
Yeah. Okay.
Soft covers,
42,
serialized
that's what I'm talking about.
fantastique, and detective stories.
Lovely.
Still nothing. Just
Fuck.
books.
Bad start. Bad start. Okay. Do we go for it again? Let's see where these wires go first. They drop down there. I don't want to go into the very end like completely with no points, you know.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
maybe it's this.
Green paint flicks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel. A frequency band.
Classic
and even
run
a
my
keyboard.
fingers over anything that I can.
Yeah.
Always.
The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
What is this then?
The console of an anti-computation device. The generator upstairs, with wires coming out. Determine it here.
Could this open the blast door?
I think, yes. Let's see.
Okay.
That one. The emergency open.
Sure. Well, let's do the radio dial instead.
The dial slides under the glass, dark and silent.
The mouth sealer
Restoring
is near.
electric power has not breathed life
There are
into
worms
it.
too. Okay, emergency open.
The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears.
That was
then
easy. If that was the
widens
only
as
way
light shines
we
in.
could have gone.
This is the credit scene.
Open the blast doors.
Taking a while, isn't it?
They are blast doors.
A sudden
Yeah,
wave
true.
of anxiety makes your skin crawl.
After you.
Secret task, sweet. What's there?
I don't know.
A thin
Why would
wisp
you?
of smoke rises from a charred black
Explore
fire pit.
down towards where you went in the
wind
dream.
picks up,
Okay, before
then
going through.
dies
Okay,
down
yeah.
again.
So that's the actual place to go, is it? Was that this way? There was also some potential. There was something over here, I think. Yeah.
Ooh.
Money and morale. That's very end game stuff where they just give you random health and shit.
Yeah. Speaking of health, top up.
Yeah, good shout, good shout. We're pretty stocked up though, which is good.
Yeah.
Explore down towards where you went, so we won't be able to cross the river this time, I'm guessing. As this is real life.
How do you navigate in this game? Is it
You
controller
can
or
do
click?
WASD or or like I started using WASD, but then I ended up clicking.
Oh, okay. It was a bit more to the right.
Yeah, oh, was it? I kind of think maybe up here. I think we may have explored. Oh no, here we go. I was gonna say we've already done it, but obviously not. Oh yeah, I forgot we've been through an absolute like fucking bloodbath. Oh, an oil can. More fuel.
There's a rain-soaked mattress on a
Is the
concrete
green screen a
slab,
little off?
only half covered
Doesn't
by
look
a
like it for
crumbling
me.
roof. At the head of it, double
It
embrasures,
looks okay on my screen.
firing slits,
Yeah,
It may
fine.
have
two
been the
eyes in the wall.
auto focus on my camera if I was going in and out of focus.
B triple prime. This looks like a good place to shoot from.
Okay.
A single-person mattress, modern, civilian use.
So this is
Brand
where
name,
Klaasje led
Marjorie.
us,
There's a
suggested
fuel
that the shot
stain
was coming
on the
from.
cover, along with
Right.
cigarette burns.
So maybe it was that super sniper guy with the, you know, the third mercenary that Kim shot through the eye.
Oh yeah.
And an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the
Beans.
brim with
Wait,
cigarette
but why would he
butts.
shoot his own mate?
Oh yeah.
Was it an inside job?
Ooh.
Shall I pick a cigarette butt out of the can? There's a little bit of something in the bottom right from our perspective in the face cam window.
I'm watching the stream and it looks fine, man.
Bottom right for them. Here. It's a bit dark,
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
Your arm like goes out of the box slightly, but I don't think it's anything to worry about, right?
Yeah, I think we're okay. It might be... No, wait, that's the wrong side. Like... I don't know if that's better.
I wouldn't worry
The
about
silhouette
it.
I think
of
I'm
a
okay.
tobacco picker adorns the paper filter. The brand, Tio Moteri.
I saw the same brand of cigarettes extinguished in Land's End.
Could be a coincidence. Or the same person has visited Land's End and
Fixed.
here.
Amazing.
I didn't see any signs of smoking inside though. If people live there, they keep it tidy. This here may also be a smoking spot.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window.
Catch it first.
Quite old and grimy from years without cleaning by anything other than the rain. The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. Trepidation, a tingling feeling in your stomach.
I wonder if this was the lowest, the least likely spot in terms of percentages that the shot came from.
A small
think it
piece of
was.
Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting. 1 kilometer across the
God,
water.
getting that
The
YouTube error
ruins
message.
look familiar. A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A and 33B. The red chimney and collapsed back
I
of the
played the game
four-story
Little
tenement
Misfortune.
in
No,
front
I've heard
of
of
the
it.
whirling in rags. Rue de Saint-Ghislain.
It came out last year,
10.
right?
The doomed commercial area. The box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags. You see a small fleck of white on the rooftop, the upstairs window of Klaasje's room, in the rain, reflecting light.
Oh. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
What does that mean? Do you have line of sight to the window?
Like, just
More than
about.
that.
With a pair of binoculars, I'd be able to see inside the room.
A pair of binoculars? Or a scope of a rifle? You'd be prone, lying on a mattress, barrel resting on the embrasure.
Cheek against a cheek rest, hand on the hair trigger, on a calm day like this.
Kim, I could make it. I could make the shot.
Good. I think we have it, detective.
Damn.
The origin of the shot.
Oh,
This
2019.
is the sniper's nest.
Better late than never.
Nothing pointed here. Many leads pointed elsewhere.
7 people are dead.
Don't beat yourself up,
Oh.
officer. We did not put guns in their
Shouldn't have
hands
done.
or get them drunk.
Hey, Harkon, mate, how's it going?
Okay.
Thanks for joining the finale.
The lieutenant pauses. Regret comes over him.
We will make up for it. Here. I feel it.
Could the shooter still be here?
Where?
He looks behind his back. Sort of pantomime. Behind you. Right here.
You think so? We would see them if they were here.
Perhaps it's a...
No, officer. It's not an invisible shooter. But this island.
He's
on
clued
the
into
other
our
hand,
psyche at this point. You think he's here?
Or she. We should move.
Okay. Okay. Shit. Showdown coming in. That's what I just looked at, right? That's the mattress.
Was it Harkon that had an exam? Harkon, how'd your exam go? If you had an exam.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you didn't, ignore me.
If you didn't, go take one and let us know how it goes. Okay. Shooter on the island. I am with you. I hope it's not someone completely new. It went great.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Ah, good.
Well, of course it did.
I didn't uncross my fingers until last night, so you know.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully that helped.
That'll be why it went so well. No, that's great news, man. Nice one. Okay.
Gave him positive stats. Good. I'm glad.
Glad to
Did you
help.
smoke a cigarette and take some speed beforehand?
Yeah. Oh.
That person?
Yeah. Who is it?
An old man wearing
Deserter.
tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit.
Oh, so it's someone we've
in
not
his
met
mouth.
before.
Maybe. If this is him. He is holding a rifle.
I slept some heavy pyrolidon.
Then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to meet yours. Unclouded by cataracts, his eyesight is sharp. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago.
God.
This man hates everything.
Have a chat with him, Cam.
All right. Let me just have a quick read. Sorry for disturbing you. Goodbye. No, I'm joking. Okay, let's be police. I'm with the police. You can keep the gun, but keep it down. Not one move. Oh, wait, actually,
No.
don't. Oh, never mind.
It's
It's
alright.
fine.
We should treat him with the utmost suspicion.
Okay.
Put it
Sorry,
down
just because there was a
now,
couple
sir.
options that didn't say proceed.
Oh, right. It's okay.
I didn't see them, sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's the right thing to do. He is holding a firearm.
Or you're going to blow my brains out before you question me. To hell with it. It's
What's
a
your favourite
walking stick
immortality
anyway.
move?
Probably movie.
Oh, movie? Ooh. It's got to be Minsky.
It's out of bullets.
It's the most stylish one. The old man lays the rifle down carelessly, then looks at it lying there.
Like an
I'm not trying to
amputated limb.
speedrun it, Sal, I promise. I didn't notice it said accuse him and arrest him right now. Yeah. What have you been using this gun for?
No reply. His leg twitches. Strangely, like a puppet on a string. There's something off. You feel it. This was the right question.
Minsky's the only one
you
I'd
just-
actually watch.
Which one was Minsky?
The middle one, where with the artist, that she's like the artist's muse.
Oh, yes,
And
yes,
she
yes.
kills him.
Pick up the gun line.
Spoilers.
Made of walnut.
Fuck. Oh my god. No data?
Oh, it's back.
Okay. I've never seen no data
Okay.
before, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think we're good.
On the butt,
Continue.
you see Vespertine writing, burned into the wood. Triangon, 4.46 millimeter, made in Sinyao.
This is Triangon, made in Sinyao.
No one said it has to be a Belma grave. We were just guessing.
So it's still like an old vintage rifle.
From ballistics, a triangle to
Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol.
Yeah, I think it did for a second, Harkon, but it's back now, right? It just dipped out.
Yeah.
Is it buffering for other people?
It's back now for me.
Yeah. When it does that, it seems like chat goes behind. But we'll
Right.
just have to keep going.
I think
Good catch up, yeah. Got it to work, but I'm watching a 444 PP.
I am a deserter, a partisan,
It's back. Okay, good.
and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender.
The commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? Your holdover from the...
From the Insulindian Citizens Militia, the army of the revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock in 07, trained in the École de Contrôle Orient, and consigned to
Ludwig.
emergency defense
How's it going, mate?
duty
Hey,
in
Ludes.
08.
Are you ready?
I left my
For the
unit
end.
on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained.
What'd you miss? We found
I wrote a criticism
the
of
Triple
myself
Prime.
and resumed
now we found this
partisan
guy.
duties.
Chemist speedrunning.
not speedrunning. I'm not speedrunning. Don't.
Nah.
Because people last stream said we were rushing and it irked me. 'cause we're not.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
You've been on this island for 43 years.
No,
He looks
I've
into
been
the
on
fire.
other
Oh, my
islands
bad.
too.
Excuse me, sir.
Who's speedrunning now?
I was an resurrection until they turned it into
guy
a
has quite the
spa
voice.
in 18.
I'd expect nothing less. At
Then
this
I
point.
was an E-48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it.
What is
No, I
this
came
place?
back here.
Oh,
Hey,
That
hey.
was
sorry. It's when they stop.
I know, yeah.
2 years ago.
What is this place? This island?
It's not an island, Dwat.
What?
It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Revachol. And I am its last surviving defender.
What was it used for?
The
Does have a good
congenitally deformed
Haven't met
King
the
Philip
thing yet.
II built it to restrict access to the Bay
You
of
made a video about
Revachol.
her story. Yeah, that's a good
We
one.
captured it in 02. Retrofitted
I
the
definitely
fort
could.
with an AA gun to defend against an airborne landing. Against the whole world.
Airborne landing?
The landing. Coalition military called it Operation Deathblow. I later found out on the radio they called it Deathblow. You're one
Good.
of them. Tell me,
Sounds like
who
us.
speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone.
Someone who's come to end this madness.
Iblis,
Iblis?
Understood.
the black-eyed angel.
Okay. Is that us?
I guess so.
Or we're one of this group?
How have you survived all this time?
Yeah.
How does anyone survive? I steal.
Okay.
Now hold
Do
on
I like
there.
Pink Floyd? I do. I wouldn't call myself a massive fan, but I respect their music. Yeah.
What do you steal?
Supplies, vegetables. I collect rainwater. It's
That's
the life of a
stealing,
dog,
rainwater.
not a human
Yeah.
being.
That's free game.
How is your health, Mr. Dross?
I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red, like beetroot. Been passing it in stool, too.
Nice.
The
Thanks
RCM
for
can
sharing.
provide medical services. You need to be looked over.
I need to die. You
Jesus.
don't have medical...
Should we give it him?
Sure. We've got quite a few to spare.
Alright, we have Dramamine and other opioid-based painkillers. You must be in pain.
I have been running
one
out
is-
of that stuff.
I'm not sure which is which. I think that's the morale one, so...
There's no way he could manage the
Although
pain
pain
without them.
would make more sense if it was the
It's
health.
safe to say he is addicted to painkillers by now.
You like that, Drew, I mean, don't you?
It's the little joys. A dark joke, a sunshiny day, morphine.
Well, this is a serious situation. You need to be looked over, and we can do it.
There's nothing to look over. The triage is in, and it's black. Administer morphine. Moribund.
Well, how have you coped mentally?
I haven't.
You'd think he
I
would
have
slowly
holes
go
in my
insane.
brain.
Yeah,
Years
absolutely.
missing. Others.
Well, who's he
filled
stealing
with
from, though,
pain
if he's not
only.
around other
A
people?
Yeah.
decade of... I don't even know what. Inferno?
I also have holes in my brain.
No wonder. All your minds are rotting from the radio
There was a
waves.
medicine cabinet fully stocked with it up in
I
that
watched
bombed out
the
house. Oh yes, there was,
traitors
and we
of
took
this
it all.
city turn the lights back
Didn't
on.
realise it was his.
More and more each year. Ruins glittering in
Disco
the dark.
Inferno.
Like a fucking merry-go-round.
Terrible wrestler in the 90s.
Was he? But a great
Yeah.
song.
It's disgusting.
He looks down at his shoes, his face parched from the sun and the wind. There's a wince of pain in there somewhere.
Are they not heartbroken? How could they have moved on?
You said this is your termless surrender.
You're with the RCM, the coalition-appointed mob that
Afternoon,
enforces
Jose. How's it
bourgeois
going, mate?
morals in Revachol.
Well, with the RCM, let's just leave it at that.
Let's. You represent the Moralist International. The enemies of
Jose, how's it
humanity
going?
who took this city. I represent their adversary, le Parti Communiste dans le Monde. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty.
guessing we're gonna
You
need some kind
bulldoze
of
them all to a
confession out
mass
of him.
grave for trying to
Yeah.
free humanity.
A spray of blood from his mouth on
He's
the
not
black
doing too good.
charcoal in the fire pit.
Yeah. So you're a communist soldier from the communist army?
No, I am not a soldier. I am an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the army.
You said you were trained and assigned to the Defense Corps.
Trained in historical materialism, then assigned as a political commissar by the party. These things used to mean something.
That means you're a trained communist, right?
He nods slowly, then another tremor.
I'm not really into politics myself.
You're inert lumpen with a gun.
Detective,
okay.
we
Wouldn't
have
put
not
it
come
that
here
way,
to discuss
but-
ideology.
He turns to the old man.
We have come to ask questions regarding a murder investigation.
The old man spits into the fire pit. He does not say anything more. A jitter
Do you
passes
think a confession
his
is
lower
going to
body.
change anything? Well, it means we've done our job as police officers, but apart from that, no.
There's definitely something off with his body. Something more than just metabolism.
How have you concealed yourself all these years?
It was hard in the tens. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers, those bloodhounds. Floodlights on the water at night.
There were posters, campaigns.
We communards still hoped, and they needed to snuff that hope out. The East capitulated. Martinez and Cold City were turned to dust. But Jamrock, Forburg, even Coron, and Boogie Street, of course. Those fucking kips had Marsov coursing through their veins. And others too.
Marsov's the guy that
Some
looks
cordons of
suspiciously like
Revachol
us.
was still fighting.
Right.
There were cells. I tried to contact them. Soon they all went silent. The frequency's dead.
So how did you get between here and the mainland?
At night, I used a dinghy. I only went after dark then. When I got to the city, I stayed underground. Patrols, you lot, the commons too. They'd started snitching.
In the city, you move underground?
From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into that town if I wanted.
The weapons cache under St. Ghislain 22B in the basement. Have you been there?
So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in there.
Ah, okay.
Belmer graves, right?
They were.
Useless now. Rusted away.
So you've been there?
Sleeping. Some nights. Ammo scrounging on others. Those McGraves were shit, even before they corroded. Some had bullets in the chamber, however.
And there's a small bunker under the field building. Have you stayed there?
The propaganda bunker. I used to, but not anymore.
Propaganda bunker?
They stored leaflets there. Broadcasting equipment, too. Made broadcasts, I think. Propaganda officers. I buried them with their leaflets. They killed themselves. 2 young boys.
Killed themselves?
A lot of our boys did. I spent some winters there. Never liked it. Kept thinking of them. No need to go underground anymore. It's better in the ruins, on the ground.
Okay, well, one more question. Do you smoke Tia Motiri cigarettes?
I do.
Uh-oh.
Ever smoke them on the mainland?
They're good. Plenty of tar. I like that boy on the pack, too. Reminds me of the last century.
Well, why don't you just walk there?
I don't want to.
I was asking everything.
They're all
Yeah.
traitors. Pigs,
I mean,
rabbits.
it's all adding up at the moment.
Men without ideals are only animals.
He does not want to see life moving on. People forgetting, drinking, laughing.
Tell me another thing.
The old man looks across the water at the city, the ruins, the motorways rising above it.
You said you deserted your unit.
I was just 16 years old. 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith.
Lapse of... Oh.
And of courage, too.
Lapse of faith?
You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism. A second is all it took
For what?
for reaction to take hold.
And when was this exactly?
May the 13th, 08, 44 years ago. The horizon was black with coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky, and it looked like it formed the clouds, storm clouds. When they started shelling, it was dark magic.
Dark magic?
Dark magic.
The combined might of international capital. All at once, all the greed and terror in the world tore into Revachol. It lifted streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the flak tower, huddled on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon, but I knew the commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash. So I said I was going to the map room.
A terrible shame still within him. The lobes of his ears are red with it. The shame and smallness of what he became.
What then?
I ran. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland. In the bunkers underground.
This is a funny convo because
Like
it's
the
mostly
weakest
just Harry
of the
repeating
weak.
things he's saying to break up the monologues, yeah.
Frightened
Yeah.
of the ordnance all night and the sound of the rotors in the morning. Whirring,
I'll allow the exposition dump if it's, you know,
What was that?
responsible
carry
for... No, I was just going to say, if this is the killer and we need to know why,
Yeah.
kind of makes sense.
Airships. I climbed out into hell. The landing was complete. The chain was submerged. I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged too, shattered. They'd all drowned in the lower levels or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. So had I. I left them without ideological direction. It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality.
Some kind of great terror. Worse
Oh,
than
come on
you've
now,
ever
he's
seen.
not the killer.
Doing what?
The mask of humanity
Lifted him
fall
in.
from capital.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It
I wouldn't
has
be
to
surprised
take
at
it
this
off
point.
to kill everyone, everything you
They
love.
could spin it that way.
All the hope and tenderness in the world. It has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed. And then you see it.
This guy does
as
have
it
a great voice.
strangles and beats your friends to
I wonder
death.
if all the
The sweetest, most courageous people in the world.
instructions was
You
for
see the
people to have
fear
as deep a
and
voice as
power
possible.
in its eyes.
Yeah.
Then you know that
What?
the bourgeois
Sorry.
are not human.
Fine. It's only one word. Let's let him finish.
I had to. I had to fight it. I had to never stop.
That gun can't shoot blow darts. They didn't have blow darts back then.
You've been hiding here for 43 years then?
43 years and 10 months.
Damn.
That's insane.
It's not how a human being should live. But I had to. I couldn't just forget. I couldn't just forget what I saw.
Yeah, that's basically as old as Harry is.
He just couldn't.
You couldn't give up.
He nods. But he can now.
What have you been doing during all this time?
Hiding, fishing.
Imagine if world wars
Waiting.
were fought exclusively with blow darts.
Yeah. All that blow dart military training. You don't meet the killer before the ending, which does break the rules of traditional detective stories, but he fits right into the world and the themes of the story when you do find him.
Where the
Yeah.
afternoon grows late, on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, people walk
And it has
home.
It is
allowed,
the killer.
Street
and
lights
it
will
has
soon
allowed
light.
for all
Further inland,
the loops
the
and
streets
twists
are
throughout
alive
the rest
with
of the story
workers,
to have
men,
people we
women,
think were
children,
the killer and
street
how it
hawks
turned out not
and
to.
migrant laborers.
Yeah.
The temperature is steady. Alto cumulus clouds form above Precinct 41. Two police officers step out of the
Continue.
Whirling Rags cafeteria. Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer inspects a series of burnt black letters splashed across the plaza mosaic. Patrol
Continue.
officer Judith Minnow points west. The fishing village. She glances at her watch. We meet in 15 minutes. It's a 10-minute walk. The officers go, leaving behind the writing. Still,
Did you hear that?
Yeah, just
one
about.
day, it says, I will return to your side.
Always waiting.
Never been about the
For
case.
what?
For her to return.
Uh-oh.
Her who?
Girl, child, revolution.
I dare not dream anymore.
Good. The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind and themselves. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore, however hard I try, whatever I do.
Well, I have another serious question for you.
There's nothing serious in this world. It's a farce.
You want to do it, or do you want to ask the?
Let's ask
number
this
two?
one and then just quickly change clothes in case we can help boost it.
One more time. What have you used this gun for, deserter?
What have I used it for? I've used it for killing people.
Straight to the point.
Here we go. A trail of blood. The lieutenant smells it too.
Killing people?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your property. I haven't done that. I've used it to kill people.
Interesting. During or after the war?
There is no after the war. Class war is never over.
It is a gun.
So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Okay. Go in straight. No euphemisms. He doesn't like those.
It took me a second to figure out what you were saying, but yes. This is one of the few detective stories where I'm satisfied knowing I'd never be able to figure it out on my own because it really hammers home that it isn't about the case. Yeah. Yeah, man. We went through a good, day and a half of absolutely no case progression, I think.
No. Be careful now. Slow and steady does it. Make him repeat it first. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
I know you want to tell me. Have you killed anyone with that gun in the last week or two?
I don't want to tell you anything.
Whoops.
You grotesque murderer.
Suggestion, you lied to us.
And why did you think that was a good idea? Don't listen to me. I'm wrong all the time.
You tell us now.
Did you use that gun to shoot and kill a colonel of the security contractor Crenell?
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it. You're in.
His name was Laley. He was part of the security detail here in Martinez.
Oh, yes. That one. Ugly piece of work, that boy.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the Commune
It's
of
not what we
Revachol.
asked.
I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
A drop of blood in the saliva. Tear into him. Pile it on him. Everything you got on him. The more
He wants you to
the
tell him he's a
better.
hero.
The gun. The murder weapon
My
is the
dad
perfect
welds.
opener.
Oh my god. The murder weapon is the perfect opener.
The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember.
Hit yourself on the side of the head.
I mean, it's
We've
not
done-
it's not speech, so it might help.
Okay, I was going to say done the ballistics, but yeah, you can do that if you want.
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on Klaasje's
Good.
roof.
Is that actually useful?
There were Maybells in the grass when you got here, and Maybells on Klaasje's balcony. And
You must have left
nowhere
them.
else. Nowhere in all of Martinez have you seen them.
Oh.
Wait, don't forget
Keep
the
smacking
footprints,
himself on the head.
The dying footprints in the dust in the secret space behind Klaasje's bedroom. Now they're gonna come up.
Thank you, Head.
Yeah,
You
thank
got
you.
it. Remember, the boot prints were like no modern soul.
Good. Good
Maybe
job
don't
smacking
beat
your head.
yourself anymore, though.
Would he have needed to
You're
go
not
there though? If he
immortal.
was just, I mean, I don't think he would have been at the crime scene if he just shot her from miles away.
Oh yeah, true. Maybells behind the victim's window. I saw them growing here.
Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them.
He seems tender suddenly, nostalgic even. A strange mood swing.
Did we get him?
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. No, it's already here.
The welding did
Wash
him
the
in.
filth away.
I haven't seen these flowers anywhere else in Martinez, only here.
They blossom on the islets before. We fertilize them with our blood.
Yes.
Resurrección was snow white in May, before they ruined it.
South, the Bay of Martinez is dotted with little freckles of islets, turning green, with white flowers in white snow.
The coast, too, before they piled their containers on top of it, filled with broken, useless trash for fat-fingered bourgeois children to play with.
You must get around a lot to stay undetected all these years. Do you know any secret paths?
Okay, so he does go to
Pinball
the island.
workshops?
I guess that's where the stealing comes in.
Yeah.
So he just dip in and out every now and again.
I may.
A young woman called Klaasje. Ring any bells? Flowers like these were behind her window.
Klaasje.
You know her, right? She had intimate relations with the victim, the mercenary.
With the victim.
He turns his sight from the whitening field of flowers and falls silent. Then the muscles of his jaw twitch, a spasm.
Almost. But you need one more. Just one. Or maybe two.
I wonder what brand of boots you're wearing.
Everything is brands with you individualists. Who cares what brand my shoes are? Sansa? Some shit.
Show me the souls, please, Mr. Dros.
Fucking imbecile.
Weird how twitchy he is.
The maker is Sensorique. The model is Corbeil. And the size is 43.
The size fits, but not the soul.
Wait, maybe it's simpler than
Yeah.
that?
Red check, we gotta go for it.
Yeah.
Simple.
Ah!
Damn it.
No. This is another loose thread you will never connect.
Goddamn footprints everywhere. I hate them.
The lieutenant raises his brow. What are you doing? He's thinking. We almost got him here.
Almost.
Not now. Stop yourself.
Cough.
People change shoes, detective.
True.
It was you.
True.
You were there, weren't you? Crawling and whirling in rags. What were you
Go on,
doing?
Kim.
Some kind of reconnaissance? Preparing the scene? Listening in on her?
Trying to rack your brains. You're desperate to report something back to your masters. They must have really loved that dead fuck.
The old man stares at his own prints in the
He's
ash
alright.
around the fire. Silent suddenly, some strange process within him. A gush of wind. Seagulls in the distance. More. He's gonna crack.
We need more.
But you need a little more.
What's the other bit of... There'd be ballistics, I guess.
Yeah, we've done the ballistics. The shot came from the island.
I
This
saw
island.
you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies. Did you like the view?
You had direct visibility. There are embrasures in the concrete, specifically meant for a top follower to use. And you had a long-range rifle in your possession.
Lieutenant softens his voice.
You've been here a long time, Mr. Dros. Too long. You need medical aid.
I'm ready to die.
Um,
I've done my part.
it's the best uninterrupted line of sight into that window in all of Martinez.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck. Radio
Okay.
Gosh is right. You have worms in your brain.
The worms.
Leave no stone unturned. Get him on what matters most.
Well, I don't need your... Sorry, cooperation. I've got this.
Not a lot of guns around that use military-grade ammunition, are there?
It's a real gun. Not like your little musketeer pistol. I've seen you prance around with that, jumping hoops for the liberals. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons, eh? Going against automatic rifles with a flame bomb. Of course you got all those boys.
Spirit bomb!
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
Stop changing the subject. We have the murder weapon. Point to it.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it?
Dramatically out.
I think I'm calling it. We've got the murder weapon.
Good. This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this, when you have the...
Yeah, no, admit it.
Dripping with blood.
I kind of want to say one, but I don't know. Was he a rapist? Is that what we?
What, to try and coax him? No, he wasn't. He wasn't. But I mean,
Okay.
we don't have to be honest. If we're just trying to coax him into it.
Okay, he was a rapist. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it.
Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner.
Is that enough of a confession?
Definitely.
Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement.
Did we get him?
You come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds.
So you killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
You can almost see him squeeze a tear out of his eye. His fists begin to tremble from the anger.
The lieutenant raises his right arm to hush you. Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore. The ball is rolling.
Okay.
Hold your breath.
I had them in my sights, in his mouth. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death, and that stupid look on his face. And his dick still in her.
Nice. Then what?
Nice.
Nothing.
Of course
went
you
to
didn't,
sleep.
goddamn.
Next morning there were Maybells everywhere.
I guess you could say
The world
love
was
did him in.
white, or what's left of it anyway. My last spring here. I knew the fascists would come to avenge their own. And so they did.
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
The lieutenant asks after. The lieutenant takes out his notebook slowly, very slowly.
The old man nods.
Why?
Because that's what they were doing.
He shrugs, then smacks his lips.
Understand. Do you, detective? I don't understand this part.
Why were you looking at them that night?
I'm always looking.
He cocks his head to the side, then turns his eyes to the city. Another tremor passes his right side, lower in intensity.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle? I'm just trying to understand.
A rifle scope has the best magnification.
And if you don't like it?
Click.
You pull the trigger?
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique.
What specifically did you not like about what you saw the night of the murder?
Them. Fucking. I didn't like them.
Yeah, so you were jealous.
Oh, sorry, it cut out for me for some reason.
Jealousy
Oh, my bad.
is a reactionary
Also-
enjoy life anymore.
Yeah, sorry, Sabuto. I'm not even getting the error message. It's just dipping to the full-on no data.
And
It's fine
I
for me.
wanted to see his head
Yeah, it's back
explode.
now, apparently.
That too. Now that
fucking
I
cutting
think
out,
of
man.
it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out on her. But you can't have everything.
He wants to see her covered
It is
in
back.
blood.
It is. It's back for me.
To punish her.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream as well, so it's definitely back on my screen. You wanted to punish her, so you killed him.
She practically breastfed that man. You wouldn't believe the things she let him do to her.
You stare at them too. In your mind, her innocence day still turns to leaf. Airport bag in hand. Silks flowing in her wake.
Should we try to forget it?
Yeah.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
It's no good.
I feel like it might hurt us.
Her
No.
voice rings in the evening.
Yeah, we got to look out for
It
the
smells of
morale.
burning buildings.
I hate... No. I'm not like that. I don't think like that.
No one
Told you
gives
loved
a
it, and then-
shit what you think. You and
Yeah.
your cronies kill 10 working class men a day. I've heard the statistics on Channel 8.
You had feelings for that woman.
There's...
Like stones dripping with water. Is he crying?
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight...
Oh, mate. Out for some reason. And the stream is doing the same thing for me. Well, at least on my preview. How long had you been watching her?
Since she came to Martinez. I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning, behind the Fell building. It was dark, still winter. She didn't have a skimpy outfit on then, just a spot in the night, moving.
Past the Fell building on the coast? What was she doing there?
But not scared.
And beautiful.
And beautiful.
That, too.
How could you see what she looked like? You said it was dark.
The sun came up. Her hair was like cobwebs. I'd do better.
On YouTube Studio.
She had a face like an archipelago, with those birthmarks. And a body hard and lean and bruised all over. Black and yellow. I could see she's taken a beat.
You could tell she was a spook? From the documents?
Ripperoonie streamy. Yeah, sorry, man.
She had
I think
different
it must
colour
be my
hair on the photo.
internet. I heard
And
other
glasses.
people have said that
Forged. Some sordid
Virgin Internet's
bourgeois
struggling down
affair.
where I'm at.
I've heard about this kind of thing
I
on
think
the
it's
radio.
tanked again at the worst possible time. How did you see all this? The bruises, that she was beaten?
I'm not blind, am I?
How does he know those minute details about her body?
Oh, that's a 72.
We got it. We got it.
It quickly comes to you.
Nice.
Go on, Cam. Go on, Cam. I can hear you again now, I think.
Okay. The bruises on her body. Any chance you've seen them through a hole in a wall?
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a knife. Masturbating.
Everything in
Nice.
him fills with impossible longing, all at once.
Did you make that hole?
With a clip point knife.
Okay.
Good for listening in, too. For hearing the moaning and the snorts.
Ever see her through a window on a roof?
Like that, too. Yes. Bending like a bow against the glass.
You've been through the secret route behind the Welling and Rags. Those were your footprints there. You just changed your shoes.
I've been through all of Martinez. Every nook and cranny.
And that too.
Yes, that too. The things they did in that little room. What she'd do to feel good. Funny the way light works. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man looking in. I learned that in the 20s, when they were still hunting me. I've seen people do some shit, but...
You hear the familiar scribble of the lieutenant's pen. A quick glance at you. One more loose end down. We're doing this, detective.
How did you get in there? The hidden pinball workshop.
I can just walk in there now after a good wash. I told you, they think I'm an antisocial. Closing hour is a good time. The kitchen's empty.
You had to open the steel door in the kitchen? How?
I got that open a long time ago.
Our
Some
Steeler is
bourgeois
near.
game merchant lived there. I don't know.
Been waiting right
15
until the
years
end
ago.
for this.
He left spare keys all over, and I took one. Then I saw her turn the...
That were on the roof.
What about them?
Did you leave the drive Maybells behind her window?
I did. I shouldn't have. It was a mistake.
Why did you?
I was there one night, and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of her room, on the floor. I'd never seen her do that before.
When was this?
The day after I killed him.
And you bought her Maybells?
Yes. I don't know why I do the things I do anymore.
You wanted to console her.
Maybe. I told you, I have holes in my brain now. I wouldn't just sit here waiting for you.
A sudden pang of rage.
If you came 10 years ago, I would have killed you.
In the silence, the lieutenant draws a line in his notes.
We're
Then
getting to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
at you once more. One more down.
So in conclusion, it wasn't about him. It was about her.
What an interesting character. Yeah, he's as what you would expect for someone who's been isolated for 40 years.
Her.
You hear a low frequency hiss, barely, beneath the audible spectrum. Then it's gone. The lieutenant nods at
Level
you
up.
in acknowledgement. That's
Not
it.
that we really need it now, I
Motive.
guess.
Yeah,
We have
true.
it.
Where is she? That Klaasje. I haven't seen her there for days.
Should we just not tell him? I'm not at liberty to say.
Yeah.
I know she's gone. Locked up. Or on the run.
Don't need to tell this
She
creep
kept staring
nothing.
into the scope, you know. In the end, this last week, at the fort, like she knew. Like she knew I was here. It doesn't matter.
Midtown, across the Bay of Revachol, snow falls on 40-story towers. Above them, Elysium Central Aerodrome, a cocoon suspended in the snowy sky by a web of suspension wiring, encircled by hybrid aircraft.
Look north.
On the platform, a young woman is withdrawing from amphetamines, barbiturates, and alcohol. Yet still she smiles among the crowd, among the great ghosts
And
of the
that's
city she's
Klaasje
leaving
escaping,
for
I guess.
another, far
Yeah.
south. Smaller, distant, hidden, not like the great chandelier she sees sparkle in the night below her.
Holy drugs,
Streetlights,
Batman.
towers, tenements, and water, and across it a dark strip of ruins, barely visible if she didn't squint her eyes. There, on a dilapidated jetty,
I'm like,
in a
I know
nameless
we probably
village,
should have
2
arrested
police
Klaasje,
officers
but
and one
I'm not
special
that
consultant
gutted she
look
got away.
across a narrow strip of sea.
No, she's had a
the
shit
ruins
time
of
with
a
it.
seafort
She's had a
stick
big
out
shit
of
time.
the water. Built
She
by
did lie to
Philippe
the police,
II,
but I mean,
reappropriated
Yeah.
by the commune.
I'll let her off
then
for that.
lost in the landing. He's there, doing what exactly, I don't know. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer points at the ruins. Behind that anti-aircraft something. That's why we can't see him. Special Consultant Heidelstam is optimistic. We'll see the boat when he comes.
What political thought
Let's
did we go
get the
through
coffee
with?
Until then, I know this interesting little place.
We
where
didn't. I know we didn't finish
his
the
voice trails
fascist
off as the
political
three walk
quest.
down the jetty. As the men go, Patrol Officer Minnow looks back over her shoulder at the crumbling fortification.
To be honest, we kind
in
of
the
avoided
snowfall,
most of the political
like a rotten
options
tooth
when they came up.
rising out of the water.
Didn't want to get involved.
Good luck, Harry, she thinks. You need something.
Might have wanted
good
to incite a
for this.
revolution to bring her back. Personally, his unhealthy fixation with Klaasje also drove him to kill the mercenary, yeah.
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Vindicates the decision not to arrest her, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You could
I
get
feel
more
better
out of
about
him.
it now.
He likes talking. Enough. Take him in. Bend
Got
his arms
enough.
behind his back and
Yeah.
end this.
I reckon you take him in.
We got what we came for.
Let's do it. You're under arrest for the murder of the Crenel Colonel here in Martinez.
What?
What?
But you said I would be taken to the...
The
Get
wind
fucked.
picks up. The silence on the water is
We
broken
didn't tell
all
you
around
nothing.
Little shivers of waves appear. The lieutenant continues, like an incantation.
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand?
Dot, dot, dot.
Do you understand?
Look at him cowering.
But
He's gone fetal.
Do you understand, sir?
no, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He looks at the reeds, eyes submerged in growing terror.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his
Freaking
forehead.
out.
Pupils are dilated too. Eyes getting blacker and blacker.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
92%.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
There it is again.
God, only
To
just.
your north, as it has been since you came to the coast. The reeds whisper, stalks rubbing against each other. But then, in the middle of it,
What?
something completely different. It sounds like a bow,
Oh.
very
Thought they meant
slowly
like
being drawn against the
crossbow.
strings of a violin. A
Blowed
very
up.
small violin, made of reeds and rushes.
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat.
Ishkim, did you hear that?
What?
What are you talking about? Is this really us?
Your skin crawls.
What's happening? If you ever want to do all of the political quests, the game hard locks you into choosing between which quest you want to do at the end of day 3. It's the fucking...
Oh no, it's the locust eater.
Yeah. The cryptid.
Cryptid.
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds.
The cryptid was the
limb
killer?
by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
What is that?
What are you talking about?
The giant stick insect.
There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall.
Oh god, look at its
It looks
face.
straight at you, with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you, and your gun hands
It's gonna
rise
steal your
instinctively.
mouth.
I've finally gone insane.
You feel the lieutenant's hand on your back.
Does
and
Kim
then
see it?
You hear him say,
I see it too.
Forward.
I see it too.
That's.
I can see it.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
We were close.
"Thank God. If he can see, then you're not insane. But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence.
I wonder if it was
limbs
there the whole
long
time.
And slender.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Just looks like
Be
reeds.
very,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
very careful.
Oh god. Oh god. Alright, we're full health. Imagine if you have to like fight this thing.
Equip a gun or a sword or
The
something.
creature
I think we've
stands
got, yeah,
on
we've got the
long
gun
stilk-like
equipped.
legs,
Although good luck
antennae
shooting that.
hanging from his head
Yeah.
like a woman's hair. White
Another of
and
those
curled
extremely
at the
special
tips.
moments. It did quick save
It is
for
no
me, yeah.
more than 5 steps away from you.
Oh god.
Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms,
Gonna get
it produces a faint
Skewered by a
hiss,
fucking
like a
cryptid.
reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks.
It was hidden in plain sight.
The hiss is different from the strings you heard before.
Hey, that looks good.
It
You
says
take this
something
one.
else in a lower pitch.
Say something to it. You exist.
A sudden chirrup fills the air. The walking stick moves its
You had a
whole
godly
body,
perception check
limbs
5 minutes
working
ago where you heard
independently
hissing in
of
the
each other,
reeds.
like the
Hell
parts
yeah.
of a masterfully constructed machine.
But it was still super high for us.
It moves just an inch closer to you,
97 also.
or does it only feel like it does?
Can't fuck it up. Good.
Oh my god.
Slowly, with your breath held,
Hey,
you
Emil,
take
mate.
2 small steps
Hey.
toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Like laughter, a sort of happiness.
It's the gnome of Jeroma.
Sweat drips from your brow,
That's the wrong
soaking
freshman.
your chest. You reek of it, your chemicals. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the
seems
creature
kind of
is crowned
harmless.
by reeds, and its eyes
Doesn't
are
look- it
like
doesn't
small
look
droplets
harmless, but-
of water.
Quick save for a reason.
True, yeah. Okay, Kim. Take the picture.
Okay.
Oh, mate.
Is this gonna freak it out?
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera.
Yeah, let's
It remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot.
Good luck shooting
Here we
that.
go. 3.
Unless he means shoot with the camera.
Oh yeah,
One.
he probably did.
The shrill flash of the camera
Oh my God.
cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright
What a
light.
photo.
Yeah, that's
Head
great.
turned
He wasn't even
toward
at that
the
angle.
lieutenant.
New phone background for sure.
Hypnotized by the
Killer.
flash, it stands frozen before you.
Wait, don't.
The sweat on your arms feels
no.
cold as ice,
Did we
as
fuck
if you're
up?
frozen as well, in the shadow of this great statue of chitinous marble.
I got it.
You hear the lieutenant whisper as the creature's shape develops on photo paper in his hand, a polychrome ghost of white streaks against the reeds and the sky as you a shadow before it.
For all time.
I want to touch it.
The antennae hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact, the chitin curls into a spiral, like the tip of a poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold, ticklish. The sensation is electrifying, resounding through your body. It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet. Looks like someone's got hurt in a fight. This antennae is much smaller than the other one.
Oh.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
You were right. It glistens with some
Lick your
kind of
face.
moisture. The creature in front of
Shall
you
I?
stays frozen.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like sugar. Very
Got
faint.
XP.
The anthropod towers above you, tufts of reeds pointing from limb and head alike. Odorless, mostly comprised of water. The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. It's much lighter than a reed. You feel a soft push could tip the creature over. Its hollow exoskeleton collapsing. It's about to move. You can sense it.
Okay.
A sudden shiver passes the limb. Looks like the creature is awakening. Wave by wave from its stupor.
We got it.
Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like
Follow
a
the
rebel
artist on
continuing
Twitter.
where it left
Shout,
off,
reach out.
in a swaying, praying motion.
Oh God, I don't know.
Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you.
I'll raise my hand.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion.
Talk to it, you
glittering.
cowards.
The world stands
We're
still
just
around
gauging. We're just, you got to be careful.
You. Suddenly,
No
there
sudden
is
moves.
silence. No, stop. Be afraid.
It's okay.
The invertebrate comes back to life, stridulating.
Right, it's just on its animation
Sets
loop.
of complex eyes follow you, moving in
Always
tandem
moving to kill.
on either side of the insect's small head.
Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations
Oh God,
of its
it's got
limbs
rabies. It's
got
continue
rabies.
all around you.
Back off!
The invertebrate stops, raising its scythe-like arms and tilting its tiny head, formed from the fused plates around its mouth. For a second, the effigy is frozen. Then it nudges back into motion with a click.
Tell me, what are you doing?
I exist.
Oh god, it does talk. I exist too.
Tell me what it's like for you.
It's Wonderbar.
It's hardcore.
Hardcore. Fire burning.
Fire? Where?
On the horizon, pale fire, this thing we're both sensing is coming to an end.
That is your problem. Nothing ever ends for me. There is only room for 2, maybe 3 pictures in my mind. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness
Okay.
being intruded upon. transient, dim, moist.
Intruded upon? By what?
Shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations. A swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms. All speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul.
The deserter could have gotten away by
And
now.
if I did,
Yeah, that's a good point.
it will never
It's gonna
burn.
zoom out, he's just gonna be gone. The fuck is happening to me right now?
I don't know. You're just a shadow for me. Far away, faintly transmitting. But for a curious smell.
You're the type of animal I would like to be.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Why did you ask?
Sometimes, when molting, I regrow a lost limb. One time something went wrong, and a small leg replaced a missing antenna.
A small leg? That's horrible.
Yes, the leg tried to move around independently, making it hard to walk.
You don't have a foot there now.
Yes, thankfully someone ate it. The
What?
next time I molded, I grew an antenna again.
This would explain its antenna being smaller.
Got it. Solved it.
Officially, it was the 3 meters tall stick insect who solved it.
All's well that ends well.
Yes, I am lucky. It is nothing compared to the horror that is you.
Okay.
With all of creation reflected in your forebrain. A nerve mirror of horrifying fidelity. Constant, never-ending damnation.
Okay. Words hurt, you know, but whatever.
It would take 1,000,000 years of evolution, or a total reversal in the condition of the world, for your pain to end.
Where does this come from? All this around us, the world.
Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lilies.
Then all we can do is beat our fists against it day after day with no answer.
You can also eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Yum yum. Or read.
It's easy.
Yeah. What exactly are you?
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmadia, endemic to the Insulindian Insula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molding, cloning myself,
I wonder if we're going to be able to go tell
unfolding at
Lena
night
about
to
this.
play with trash bins and boys.
Yum yum.
We'll just like send her to the picture or something.
Yeah. Yeah, she gave her her address so we can send her the pic.
It may have unknown, dangerous biochemical characteristics that help it maintain its camouflage.
No one unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain. Also, by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even the Seminese islanders who came here first, but did not stay, have not seen me. I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions, until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen militia in Rebelshaw, district of Martinez, March 51.
That is insane.
No, you are. The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively medium life form, while it is you who are a total extreme madness.
Yeah.
A volatile simian nerve system ominously new to the planet. The Pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement between the birds
What
and
the
the plants
fuck?
that you are going to destroy us all.
Fair. The Pale is human-made?
It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind.
I don't have that kind of power.
You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time, you will wipe us all out and replace us with nothing. Just by accident.
How?
We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago, when organisms first started breathing. Only much worse.
Worse how?
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink.
You're a
What if
violent and
you misplace us all one
irrepressible
day,
miracle.
or just forget?
This is a lot. This is the gloaming I've been waiting for ever since I woke up in the hotel room.
So, it is already happening. One day, one of you will close your eyes and
I
sigh
found it.
and open them to see that none of this ever
It's
existed.
real. Kim, am I having a violent epileptic seizure?
It doesn't look like
Just
that.
need to
no.
check. Okay, good.
No. What's going on?
I think I'm having a vision about the final fate of mankind.
Okay. Is it somehow related to the case?
The case? The case is meaningless compared to this. I have totally transcended the case.
I think you should back away from the unstudied species now.
This a dream?
No, you're awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real.
I have to say goodbye now. I have no more thoughts. That was all.
No, there is one more.
All the creatures I have met, you are the kindest.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. Do it for the working class.
I will try.
She was middle class. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
As you're turning
Disengage.
away, the phasmid mirrors your
exhaustive dialogue.
movements,
Sorry, Harkon.
stepping on the water. The long limbs carrying
doesn't- they
its
don't- it doesn't
feather
seem
weight
poisonous,
without
so I figured.
breaking its surface.
I mean, I can't imagine the reason things didn't work out between us and Dora was solely because of classes. Seems a bit unfair, but she did also say we were like
And just like
completely
that,
broke.
it's
and
gone,
a nightmare.
skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water. And something under it, in the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
Final drip.
It's gone.
Jesus. What's that in the reeds?
Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
Nest. What now?
What now?
In some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
Class is a part of it. Yeah.
Our suspect is not looking so good.
Yeah, I mean, she
We
did
need to
say
check on him.
she couldn't deal with our like bullshit any longer because we were totally broken, probably an alcoholic at that point too.
Motorway south. The lone vector stretches in
This
your
has come
mind's
too
eye
late.
into the wild pale yonder, for an unimaginable distance, forgetting,
BBB is
until you
back.
can no longer remember anything. No cities,
Part of
no
the money
mountains,
thing, it's likely that you
no
drank away a lot of
oceans,
cash, yeah.
and finally, no vector. Nothing remains. A blank space with no point of reference, where only one type of motion is possible. The motion of a human throat. Swallow in, and then it comes to you. To reach the end of the motorway south is to be unborn. You've had this thought before, while aimlessly wandering the streets of Jamrock. A lost piece of the man you were. A dark hope.
So yeah, the motorway south is like the deepest part of the Pale, I think.
Right.
Traveling through that is to be unborn. Which we may have done. I don't know. Oh my god, we've got fucking 6 skill points. What's that? Not important. Right now. Klaasje's passport.
Let's take this motherfucker to jail, man.
Yeah, man. Let's have a quick
This
look.
passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Oranje, is issued to a
Klaasje has
black-haired
something to do with it.
called Katarzyna
Both of
Elysium.
you were in love with imagined versions of the other, and that's not a recipe for marital bliss. Sure not.
Klaasje's hidden documents. From the empty boy.
It's Klaasje, with short black hair and glasses. She looks boyish, younger somehow.
What was this doing in the phasmid's nest?
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Klaasje's, or whatever her name was. Hiding place, or...
Perhaps for some blackmailing plan?
Perhaps. But that still doesn't explain how it got into the nest.
The phasmid took it, and I sensed it do so. I saw something open up the boy with spindly legs.
Like a magpie? What a coincidence. Then it would also have collected the other objects, which would be highly unusual.
By now, the lieutenant has accepted your unusual methods.
He finally gets it. It says Katarzyna Elysium.
She said it would be for Anouk Meyer-Smith. Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Maybe this is her real passport, not a fake? Because this is her real name.
No, she lied to us.
Oh.
Her so-called real name was not her real name. Somehow she's managed to lie to us about that too.
Adding to Shelby's point, Harry idolized Dora so much he views her in his dream as Dolores Day, the innocence and young mother of humanity, the epitome of beauty. What's her real name then?
I don't know, but it's not Katarzyna Elysium or Klaasje or Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Right.
We didn't even scratch the surface with her, detective. Perhaps it's better that we didn't arrest her. Who knows what hell she'd be raising in my district by now.
Yeah, let's go with that conclusion.
The winds are silent. The streets are empty of her. She is no longer in the city of Revachol.
Okay, I mean... Phasmid's gone, check up on the deserter.
Go to jail.
You're going to jail for a long time.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Sir, how could you not see the phasmid?
See.
Mr. Dross?
Is he about to, like, die?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging
Her
from
real
his
name
sockets.
is Love.
His gap-toothed mouth shaking, like an addict of some terrible substance. A light shiver passes him, followed by nothing. His hands are trembling, and he breathes slowly.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Dross?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and
packed
the
it
broken
in.
tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help.
I think
It
there's
will
another
need to be
box there you
medical
can
first,
interact
I'm
with.
afraid.
Okay, I'll double check. We found some
He
things in the...
stares
Oh,
into
he's not
the
going to
reeds.
reply to us, is
Your
he?
words don't stir anything
Okay.
in him. Perhaps you should.
I'll let you rest, mate.
The plastic cape flaps around his face.
He's pretty out
in
of
a
it.
gust of wind. His back is slouched, and his mouth open. The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail old bones in a sack of tracksuit trousers and a windbreaker.
The last piece of the armor might be nearby.
We should think about getting back to the mainland, to get help. He'll be safe here, if we don't take too long.
Okay. Oh. Oh my god. And
you
the
got it?
scope, yeah.
Brother, you've managed to collect all the armor.
Let's go.
Too bad
Nice.
it's too late for the big showdown.
Yeah. Don't think his helmet would have helped me much anyway.
It would have looked very impressive.
You can at least put it on.
You found it all. Now your mortal coil is completely protected. Few cops are this futuristic.
I am truly invincible. Is it the same as oh my god.
I'll put everything on quickly.
Got it, yeah. Still got the jacket off. But you can never get the actual trousers, can you? It would have to be this, I think.
Oh, that's cool enough. Let's go.
I was gonna say with the necktie, with the bow tie.
Oh yeah, he's gone now.
The neckties no more.
Spirit bomb.
Spirit bomb. I guess.
What are we looking for?
Do we just go back? I guess. The return. Use the boat to return. Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
30k real. Is that what we could have sold it for? Damn. With the winter jacket, it would look insane. I like it with the bow tie. It's a nice finish. Oh, you can't get the trousers because the game needs to shoot you in the leg. Yeah.
Go to jail, you deserter.
I don't know why we're not taking him with us. I guess they just don't want to animate all that. Was it this way? Do we? Unless we just fast travel back. Nope. That's like 4 years' pay. Kimmy got his picture. Yeah, it was beautiful. A beautiful sight. Where did we leave the boat, or am I in the wrong spot? He's actively dying, so getting him to walk back is a struggle. It must be. It's up this way, isn't it? Yeah. Up's a daisy. We didn't find out why he was twitchy. I don't think so.
I don't think it matters. He's pretty dead at this point.
Apart from, unless it was like to do with drug addiction. He was pretty both.
Well, you said he was addicted to painkillers.
Yeah. So he had substance problems and had been a recluse for 40 years. So I mean, that's going to cause a lot of problems. Let's return.
Let's. We are done here.
Case closed. Baby.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in.
God damn.
The ride back is
such little time
and quiet. But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you.
If you get Kim killed in the tribunal, Kuno is with you during this. That's
2
mental.
men and a woman stand on the concrete square
God, I'd love
of
to
a
hear that
nameless
dialogue.
village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Okay. Where now?
Talk to Kim, maybe?
Look what the tide brought him.
Jean. Is this our chief of command?
I want to call you a teapot, but I'm honestly kind of impressed. No idea where you got all that gear, but there's no doubt in my mind that some bad people are looking for it.
I'm gonna need an immediate hipfire 0 to 10 rating.
Also, you look like a fucking idiot.
Who are you people?
Hello, Trent
Hello.
Heidelstein. I believe we've met
Oh,
on
yeah.
several occasions.
Was he the guy
I'm your goddamn partner,
killer
Jean-Vic
thing.
Kumar,
looking at
and
the-
this is
the
your
mural?
special task force,
I think so.
or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heidelstein, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Precinct 57. We've just come from the island, where our
we just kind of
investigation
solved
led
the
us.
case and saw a phasmid, so lay off.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
No, Kim, you've got to have my back. Okay. I don't think these guys are gonna attack us, so thank you, Kim.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Forget about all this. There's a giant...
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
True, I didn't pick a good outfit for this. The armor? No one else seems bothered by it.
Oh, really? They don't seem bothered by it? That's because you're a copy in an exoskeleton.
Oh, that explains it.
Yes, that has always explained it.
Vic, calm down.
What is this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trant, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science.
Are they gonna
My
therapize
background
me?
is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets.
Have you been spying on me?
Yes, I was spying on you. I was in the bar, wearing a wig and stupid sunglasses. You didn't recognize me. Your own partner walked right past
Listen
me.
to the bug. A disguise? Why?
I heard you lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true. And it is, Harry. You're totally insane now. Good job.
In the crowd, there was a man and a woman in RCM uniform. In his defense, we were in a hurry.
Where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary tribunal.
God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
All will burn, Satellite Officer Vic Mark. Make no mistake about it.
Here we go. Alcoholic delirium. Visions.
That's what we
All
thought at
must pay.
first. But it's true. How did you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
Damn you, cafeteria manager! You betrayed me for the last time!
Speaking of which,
God.
the
Fucking
giant
God, man.
Ideological in front of the building. The one that's burning. Did you do that?
It was this one junior delinquent.
I don't know. It had shit kid written all over it.
So Trent Holdstam turns out to be Special Consultant Trent Holdstam.
Yes,
Holdstam.
I'm Trant Heilestam. I never
Heilestam.
said I wasn't Trant Heilestam.
So what are you special consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
He's here to see if you're insane.
Okay.
He is smart. Let's move on.
Alright.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic. As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
I don't know if we've literally met all these guys. I'm guessing he was joking about being in a disguise, but they have been spying on us.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore. It was a defense mechanism.
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant? I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been. Who isn't? I know I am.
They are
But
literally
you know what?
inside the cafeteria using cops' clothes.
I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind. However
Unreliable
traumatic
narrator
it
simulator
gets,
2022,
that doesn't
yeah.
happen. You're lying. Or insane. Or both.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders.
There was no love did me in option.
One was after the two drunks case. The other when we looked into that mural.
They're not giving us the truth.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for its end.
Okay.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Willie
guy's a
will not
bundle of
be able
laughs.
to work in the major crimes unit. Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Leadership, now.
I'm ready to lead again. Line detective is good for now, I think. Line detective is good for now.
For now, I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the party? Or do we need to
It's a
get
bad
him
time
on a
to not be
disability
wearing
pension?
any trousers.
They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
So what now?
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Okay.
Yeah. Just stand there. It's cool.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage?
Oh, yeah.
Why is it there, Harry?
I thought the killer would be underwater, but he wasn't. Actually, the time had come. Tequila sunset, baby.
Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Tequila sunset.
Because
Not
of Bell End.
sunrise because you're almost dead.
Move in with
So
Kim. Yeah,
funny,
I
Harry.
want to
Thank you
just
for
become
fucking me.
best buds with Kim.
Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out
Kim,
of my
after all this,
payslip.
Kim deserves to
You
be
know that, right?
like my superior
You're gonna
for a
get
little
fired,
bit.
and
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay till I die. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
I got my badge right here.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth
No.
plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Catch it, catch it! No!
Oh,
But I mean, it's not that big a deal. People drop things
You
all the
juggle the
time.
badge for a second, unsuccessfully, and it lands on the ground, some 2 meters away.
He found it. He found it, Jean. It's his badge.
I did it.
And your gun?
Gun. Gun.
Yeah, gun. The thing that was given to you to kill people.
Is he asking me to show it to him because he's taking it off me? I upgraded my gun to a rifle.
Upgraded it. I don't care about your weapon mania, Harry. I only care about your official sidearm, which you lost.
I got that too.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away
Nope.
before you kill someone.
Because. So it doesn't even matter that I found my gun?
You were never supposed to lose it in the first place. Not lost.
Fucking
Is your gun's
Sean.
natural state. You're drunk bum.
Yeah, I'm drunk. I'm also on drugs.
Who are you posing for, huh? A suspect escaped, Harry. Klaasje is something. Because you were too high to assess a flight risk.
God, he's gonna feel so good when I tell him we solved the case.
We've read the reports. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
She pulled one on me. I let it go, an act of mercy. That's just a small detail in a huge case you know nothing about.
Sure, if it's part of your master plan. Let's not even get into the other suspect. The one who shot herself in the head. Another detail? Or the fact that you're ever Claire's little
I'm
peon
not even on
now,
drunk
doing
or
I
on
don't know
drugs
what
right now.
for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 8 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Here comes the cavalry.
Go.
He did so at considerable it could have been.
Yeah, it was a massacre. We got wiped. Where the hell were you?
Don't make this harder for yourself.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Tsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides against it.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
We're about to be judged by Kim.
On the case?
On Lieutenant Yefretor Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the lost gun, also losing his badge, that's all true. And he's been
Right,
drinking
Kim.
on the job.
Gotta tell the truth.
The man
I'm hoping there's a butt coming.
deeply.
Then there's the apocalypse thing.
It will come in.
At
It will
first I
come in a
thought it
sec.
was a joke,
Yeah.
but it's not. He
Yeah.
actually thinks the world is about to end, in a bloodletting or gloaming. We're about to become vapor, even.
But
It's worrying,
It's
especially
coming in-
considering
it's coming
his
in 1
political
second.
views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist. He wants to liquidate the ruling class, which, again, for a police officer, is a little odd.
revolution.
Other still, he is also a full-blown fascist.
Oh, that's a
an
bit strong,
ultra-nationalist,
Kim.
woman hater, and more than a little
That's a
racist.
bit strong.
How he
I was
reconciles
kidding.
these 2 points of view, but he is vocal about both. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, and the drugs, of course. Some kind of anti-radiation drug he uses to induce visions. But despite all
Yikes,
this,
you
he's a
guys.
great detective. One
Yes.
of the best
God,
I've seen.
man.
There it is. We'll finish on a positive note. Finish on the uptick.
He can talk human beings into telling him everything. And he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless,
Facts.
madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which by the way was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
Good times. What a night.
Yeah, it was what it was.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he
Now
solved
kiss.
it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator.
It's
locked on the
hilarious that
island
by
right
trying to
now,
avoid taking
awaiting
political
transportation.
stances, you ended up a fascist. Yeah. Who would have thought?
He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years. Ever
Glad
since
that's
the
not how it
revolution,
works in real life.
Who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect.
Mm-hmm.
It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle
Him as a
in his
moralist.
hand.
Ew. See, we agreed on that at some point, but obviously over the course of the game, I've made too many comments to the contrary.
You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Boom shakalaka. I'm gonna say nothing. Kim's on a roll.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence, exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia. He fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom. The phasmid may have contributed to his mental state in some way over the years.
So it is connected.
I must
Yeah.
say this
Lost for
is
words now, aren't you, Jean?
absolutely extraordinary. It's
Bitch.
I don't even
Yes. It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
Yeah.
This is a very,
Sure does.
very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now
Okay.
is the time. Now or never.
Okay, don't need to mention that one. I guess we want to say we've got a motive for the killer.
Yeah.
The killer, Lilianovich Dross, we have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
I don't have time for this. Straight to the motive, please.
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something.
Twitchy marionette.
A strange psychosexual fascination. The result of spending all this time in solitude on the islands of this bay. And trauma too. He himself gave a political reason. In his mind, he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in
God,
the
we
dead
sound like
mercenary's
real
head,
police officers
and
right now.
2 officers
Oh,
on
no.
the scene that Mr.
Who would have
Dross
thunk?
confessed to.
It's a clean win.
It's way more than that.
Game set folding mechanism? Like the phasmid.
Perfect folding mechanism. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
Haters gonna hate, bro.
God damn it. It is bad. Even you can smell it. Chin up. Keep focusing on the positives here.
The phasmid was female. The reeds are its nest.
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Good anthology knowledge. Yeah.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
It had gathered items in its nest, a helmet, a scope, and a passport.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
Could have been male.
Must be robust if it can move a helmet with its limbs.
It had mandibles that looked like hair, and it was completely white on the inside.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's too much.
It's kind of true, though.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
Without it,
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still.
So far, so good.
Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
Didn't really fix the strike situation, I don't think. I looked into them.
Confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad.
I also looked into the mystery of the doomed commercial area.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is.
Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10, a commercial building where all businesses go bankrupt. I looked into it.
Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
There was a fridge we needed and a possible witness. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
I think that's good. We don't need to go into too much on the drugs things.
Yeah, let's leave that.
They were a little dodge. Okay, so what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder.
Damn right.
So I have to. Jude,
Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Sorry, I have a few questions before we go about who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Hard to brag about confiscating drugs when you also took the drugs. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay. Am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre?
No.
A suspect seemed to think...
You're too unstable to work for a mob boss.
Yeah,
You're
good,
suicidal,
good.
Harry. No mob boss would take you.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
W.
I told you it's not that bad.
Precinct 41, what kind of station is it?
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
Did we recently shoot up a church by any chance?
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
What happened? Why did we need to go there?
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast. Your
Okay,
clearance will
Jean.
not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
So I work in the bloody murder station?
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershoal. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol.
Pulls up his collar and looks around, the cold spring light reflected in the lenses of his glasses.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to
We
get
got
ready.
shit to do.
Infiltrate. Investigate.
Distant traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind. It says, tensions rise in Terminal YC in light of the débardeurs strike in Terminal B, among representatives of every industry in Coal City. Le retour.
Wait, you mean the return?
Perhaps. There are people who say the zone of control will not hold up long. They are not on the radio yet, but there are parties out there.
Yes. I hear worries from systems analysts in Vespa and Messina. International risk departments in Pangs. People like that.
We've been hearing whispers in Jamrock too, ever since fall. I agree that something is happening. People are tense. I hear a fan spinning, fast. Something is about to hit it.
Well, good luck with that report.
No. Good luck with your report.
Ah,
We're looking at a real brick here. The sooner you start, the better.
okay. The last two big questions. Who am I? For real?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry. Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
But before?
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in
Explained a lot. You could have invited Kim to your station? Ah, fuck. Do you miss it?
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girl,
Bicep girl.
your inexplicable facial hair,
The collection of found sportswear I've amassed.
your love of retro-style dance music, how you're able to perform a 360
Oh, you could
degree
still
spin
do it?
kick.
Oh, yeah. I want to stay partners with Kim.
The raw,
Okay.
robust stamina output.
Was it the Precinct 41 option, I guess?
Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy.
Why did I join the RCM then?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All
Oh,
that.
she told us to be a police officer.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager
We were just
Road
living our
to
life
teach
as a
gym.
gym teacher.
She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
When was this? When was I a gym teacher?
In your 20s or late 20s. You've really let yourself go since then.
More like Harry wanting to impress her, maybe. Yeah, could well be, to be fair. You said in Quran I was a gym teacher there?
Yes, you taught gym in Cool. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
The smell of sweat and glue. The worn floorboards.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
It all makes sense.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
I see now.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
Okay, let me just invite Kim. I'll do it right at the end. Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
You really went with it too.
Imagine
Really
becoming a cop and
maximised
destroying
the
your mental
damage.
health to woo a girl and then she leaves you. Yeah, man. Brutal. Brutal run of things. Her name was Dora, right?
Yeah. Dora England, I think.
Not Dora Dubois.
Dora England?
Something like that. Half Vazan.
So we weren't even married.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
When was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she
Ah.
was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
It couldn't have been 6. 3. Let's go with 3.
No, it was 6. Like, ancient. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That, and Dora England really tore you a new one. A big one.
Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
Huh?
She was extremely fuckable, Harry.
Alright.
Gorgeous.
Jesus,
a
Gene.
gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Heartbreak, Welkin. Pain, Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
You fixated on the looks, Harry.
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go home.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing.
Well, at least you're being, passionate about it.
My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit.
What?
Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
I need to tell Lena about the phasmid ASAP.
Who is Lena?
A cryptozoologist. She lives in Jamrock on Tabernacle Road. She told me about this phasmid.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
I'll drop it off on the way back.
Fine. If we're gonna drop you off
Yes.
anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the phasmid.
They're going to be so
It's their
happy.
discovery.
Yeah.
in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a
Before
change.
that guy dies because he was in a bad way.
She is going to be over the moon. Watch out or she'll faint.
Okay, so
Well,
it was...
Detective, I don't know what...
Distant, it's le retour.
want to do that at station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I meant investigate. Come work in precinct 41.
Work with Price? I'm flattered,
No.
but I don't know if I...
Would fit him. Am crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even
Kind of a
considered.
big deal.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
The lieutenant turns very serious all of a sudden.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
Woo! Achievement
Let's
unlocked.
go.
Recruit Detective Kim. I'm ready.
Good.
She looks at you, then Vigmark.
Fuck it, let's go. Trundbride is motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
The great
We got him,
district
guys.
hums in the
One
slowly
of
falling
us.
snow. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, and chimney stacks. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41, to Boogie Street, forking into the white horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course.
What a shame the world is going to soon be falling into a 2mm void and wisping off into nothing. Yeah.
Really?
But let's enjoy
Nick
it while it
Scott
lasts.
looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Oh, look at the shoulder slap. Yeah, man. Doomsday may be coming, but
Is this the end?
I think so. Look at
Can't
me.
be perfectly if so. Aww.
Oh, god damn, we did it. GG.
We're not capable of walking ourselves.
I guess we have been shot, but it didn't stop us running around like a madman for the last half a day.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Woo!
Oh my god, I was so scared I'd have to
GGs.
leave before it ended.
You got it, man. Yeah, I hope I haven't kept you too long.
No, it's fine.
Speedy
It's fine.
drive over to Elsa.
I needed to see it. I needed to see it.
God damn.
Yeah, smashed it, bro.
Can't believe you did it. I feel
Absolutely.
like that ending went pretty well, all in all.
Yeah, I think we smashed it. I think we killed it. I would argue we were the best detectives in Revachol.
Hell yeah. We solved the case. We left it to the last second, but we did it. End credit song
Goddamn.
is dope. Start right over and we'll go again. Congrats. Thank you, Nora. Thank you. Man, that has been quite a journey.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario ending, they leave you there and drive off without you. I'm glad we got to recruit Kim as well. I just like my eyes glazed over that dialogue.
Yeah, same. It's because the last 2 hours have been nothing but dialogue.
Yeah. We never invented the future of Anodic dance music. We left a couple by the wayside, it's true. We never found out the other potential murder or the other death.
Well,
But we still
you can
managed
do that on another playthrough.
We had a sick rave, so like I feel like we completed that part.
Yeah.
Egghead did put on a good rave for us. Damn. I
Yeah,
can't believe
good job
we were
with-
a fascist.
Good job we didn't try to finish it the other night now, looking at it.
Yeah. Well, it's what, we've been going another 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, just over. Thank you, Harkon. Yeah, it's been real fun. It's been great fun.
Yeah, man, you smashed it.
Thank you, bro. Now I gotta do it all again. What a game. That is that's the best dialogue I've seen in a game. Oh good, the YouTube error message is back just in time.
Oh, my stream's fine.
Okay, good. It usually comes in a little bit beforehand, but it's all good. You dance until here the city and found a new species. 10 out of 10. The politics of the game are what makes it so engaging and rewarding, and you jumped around the dialogues that highlight those aspects. Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one, I suppose, when it is all dialogue. But yeah, I did probably glaze over or not glaze over, but like only went surface level on some of the political aspects. But I've got yeah, I think it'll have to be something I try and come back to in future playthroughs. I don't know if real deep political conversations are the best place for a YouTube stream. One day you should play the game that inspired this, Planescape Torment. I'll give it a look. I've got one coming up in another poll called Citizen Sleeper, which is another like tabletop RPG that looks pretty cool. It doesn't have, I don't think it has the same kind of story as this, but few games do. But it looks decent. Is there an after credit scene? Is the question. Planescape is such a good game, but less accessible.
Can you skip the credits?
I'm thinking, is there an after credit scene?
No, sure.
I don't think I can.
If you skip it, no. Okay.
Planescape Tournament Enhanced Edition is on Steam. Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, there was I saw a few of the voice actors had multiple roles, but it was very consistently high voice acting wise. I guess it's got to be when there's that much dialogue, right? Citizen Sleeper is great, very wholesome. Yeah. Looks pretty chill. Hard to get to play, hard to get into. Yeah, it's on Game Pass shelves. Citizen Sleeper getting a lot of praise. Any intention behind role overlaps? Maybe. I know that like Ancient Reptilian Brain and the voice of Lely when he was dead, I'm pretty sure was the same voice actor. And then like Limbic System and Horrific Necktie I think were the same. Yeah, no worries, Shelbs. Well, it'll go to a poll, so we shall see. Did you watch their acceptance speech on the VGAs? They won an Indie Game Prize. I didn't. We can check it out. I'm tempted to, I want to go watch the container check as well. Right, I won't keep you if you've got a go cam.
Oh, I want to see if there's a post-credit scene.
Okay. We're back. No, I can't skip. Ancient Lizard Brain and Limbic System is the same voice actor. Seriously? They were so different. Oh wait, Ancient Reptilian Brain? That's insane range if there were. So yeah, the two renditions of the karaoke song were done by the same voice actor. That's mental. Very excited about Pentiment. Oh, that's the Obsidian one, isn't it? The like where all the writing is done, like the dialogue is all sort of displays what class you're in and stuff. They're making a movie or TV show out of the game. Oh, sick. Same guy was the Necktie. That's actually crazy. How could he be that like deep and gravelly and also that high pitched and nasally? But they are probably not the people you want. Yeah, maybe. There are. I mean, The Last of Us is a pretty incredible video adaptation from what I've heard so far. But that's arguably one of the most popularized games ever, so that's probably going to get the best team behind it. And also lends itself much more to a film adaptation or TV adaptation. There's a lot of credits. A lot of people work on games.
It's stupid you can't skip them, really.
I know, yeah.
Like, I get it, like, give them their praise, but, like, don't make me watch it.
This case of the Golden Idol on the list of new games to play. It wasn't. I can give you a sneak peek at the list if you want. Same voice before and after Smokes. When did adaptations of games stop sucking? Yeah, I mean, the ratio is still heavily skewed in the bad way, but The Last of Us is supposed to be pretty good. Although, now that I actually try and list them, that's probably the only one, because I know the Halo one was kind of terrible. Doom was terrible. Resident Evil? Was there Resident Evil films? I think they were probably terrible. ZAUM is actually a small studio, 14 people. Let's see us ride off into the sunset. Nope.
Oh my god.
All for nothing.
Incredible. Wow. I don't know what I'm going to do with my Tuesdays and Thursdays now.
Mate, yeah. Oh, I'm sure you can be back on my streams at some point with whatever game comes next.
I hope I added something to these streams.
Yeah, mate, it was great. Great to have you along for the ride.
It was great to be here.
Yes, for those in the chat, as always, if you didn't know by now, well, first of all, what have you been doing with your life? But Cameron, in your ears, is a Twitch streamer. You can follow him at twitch.tv/MacBackwardz for more fantastic streaming content. He's got a great community going over there. So please drop in the streams. The link's in the video description.
Yeah.
Give him a follow
do
also.
The sexy voice.
I'll
say bye in the sexy voice.
Go on.
Bye, chat. Bye, Lids. God damn it. This has been such a fun stream with you guys.
Oh my god, it's doing chat's going crazy.
But yeah, no, thank you for having me. Chat, thank you for being wonderful. Hopefully I'll catch you on the next game.
100%, 100%.
Like Sam said, if you want to catch me on Twitch, feel free to do so. I've also got an album coming out soon. Just got the release date for that today, so I'll be dropping that soon.
Ooh, exciting.
But let's just say the 4th month of the year is looking pretty fun.
Let's go.
So yeah, but enjoy. Are you jumping off now?
I might hang around for a little bit.
Okay, well, enjoy your chats, and I'll see you all very soon.
Cheers, mate. Have a good one.
See you later. Bye-bye.
See y'all soon.
Bye.
Lacuno and Jean is also the same VA. That's crazy. Crazy range. Didn't you also say that the guy who did the main narrator guy they just kind of not picked up off the street, but it was his first ever VA gig or something? Kind of crazy. I'm tempted to pull up the container check to watch, seeing as we didn't get to do it. Opening cargo container and meeting the red mega rich light bending guy. Watch the container clip. Let's do it.
You're back.
Can you hear that? Is that super quiet for you guys?
Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have
There are so
grown
many weird
slightly.
combos. Evra and Egghead being the same is
Despite
insane.
the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you. The door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
Try again. Just like that, you hear a click.
Oh, I'm gonna need
then
to.
a rattle.
I can say the
Some mechanism
dialogue
unlocks
if I've got
itself
time.
inside the door.
This guy's not going to.
Ahoy! Come on in!
You can't be serious.
He'd never voice acted before and recorded 330,000 words and has never spoken again, yeah. I mean, you can't top it, surely. That's not a mark on his talent, but I mean, can you top this? The best. Oh my god, this is mental.
Stands at the far end.
It's the best voice acting gig in the world.
It's hard to say anything more about him.
Surely he had offers flying at him after this, though. Surely.
But you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review.
Squint.
Something's amiss. The light
I don't like not being in control of the
his face
decisions.
And scatter
messing
in
with me.
1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Welcome.
Wow.
Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you.
Is he actually visible?
I wasn't expecting visitors today.
Is that him, or is that our reflection?
Exactly. Yet,
look
you're
at his
able
money.
To understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
Oh my god, yeah.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
That's crazy.
Who am I?
Is he gonna be like one of the stakeholders for their company, like an allegory of that or something?
I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anyhow, my name is Rustam Diodore, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Mr. Diodore, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
Harrier
Pleasure
Dubois.
to meet you, Harrier Dubois. I must admit, the name suits you very well.
How did you become so weird? I can't say a lot. Speak along with
nothing. It's just that
We're just gonna have to read.
solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case? You say, sure, Kim, I think it is. And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving
He's
the
so
case.
rich, light bends around him.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Grad. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
And low. Actually, at the level this guy is, it takes several generations to do that. But, alright.
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn
Even when it's
expensive.
inherited
You know,
wealth,
prices
I'm sure it's a
increase
real
exponentially
struggle.
at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money.
Good for you.
My assets are so diversified that I'm
Dropping into
bound
the
to
stream and
come
being
out
all,
ahead
whoa, they only
no
just
matter
got to
what.
MRLB
Some
guy.
of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not
This
really.
is a YouTube video we're watching, in case you were being serious. We just finished the game. So you kind of just missed it. And now we're looking at the things I didn't get to do on my playthrough.
And they benefit when I buy things to stimulate the economy. Do you know how many jobs it takes to build
Just
and
pull yourself
maintain
by your
a racing
bootstraps
yacht?
and inherit your family's wealth.
Dozens, at least. Of course, in the future, it'll all be automated. But my point is this. Every man gets what he earns. It's the height of tyranny to take that from him. Capital makes one speechless, does it not? Blinds like the sun that rises from beyond the horizon after a gloomy winter.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask him about.
What do you mean?
You look a little
Talking
different,
about
my guy.
chin? Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard
Only
of
watching this
effect,
one. Yeah, I'm
though
not
I've
playing
never
it. So we're just catching up on it.
witnessed it myself, of course.
Because this is one
It
we
has
wanted to do on the
something to
stream,
do
but I
with
failed
our
the check too many
Weiss-Wiesman
times, and
coefficient.
we were getting
The
right up to
Weiss-Wiesman
the
coefficient
sort of climax.
is a ratio designed to reflect the difference in net worth between individuals. When the coefficient is close to 1 or 100%, it means
he's the other way you can pay for the
possesses all
cafeteria
net worth.
damage? Or does he just chucks us money because he has so much it doesn't matter?
When the Weiss-Wiesman coefficient reaches about 0.96 or so, the laws of physics begin to bend around the high net worth individual.
Wait, I missed that. The Weiss-Wiesman coefficient is a ratio designed to reflect the difference in net worth between individuals. When the coefficient is close to 1, it means one person possesses all the net worth among that group of individuals. When it reaches 0.96, the laws of physics begin to bend around the high net worth individual. God, I mean, if this was a real coefficient, I mean, it's kind of true, isn't it? What's the the statistic they always use? Like 99% of the world's wealth is held by 1% of the population, or
Among other things. But calm down. I'm but a lowly single-digit billionaire.
Oh wow, really?
No, not really.
Oh.
There are actually quite many digits.
I'm sure it makes a
I see
massive
nothing
difference
of
at
the
that
sort.
scale.
To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container.
1 billion, you gotta count the pennies, but you know, when you get to 3 or 4 billion, I think that's when money stops being an issue. But 1 billion, you still, you know, you gotta be
This
smart.
is a great
smart with
way
money.
to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think. By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
In the very, very early days of colonizing this archipelago, the
Are we just getting
Serenus,
continuous
a
money from
precursor
being in the
of a
room?
modern Solar-Claire,
That's great.
used to own the city of Revachol, an obscure detail in the bigger picture, but still worth dropping.
Where are we? Yeah, Revachol, man.
A fellow history buff. I myself am currently reading up on Franco.
That must be the only time they've asked us where they are.
Interesting stuff. It's a shame I can't get
You're beyond
out
counting
and
money when you hit a
explore
billion.
myself.
You're probably
One of the
beyond counting
downsides
money
of
when you
being
hit
an
like
extremely high net
I don't
worth
know.
individual is that
10 mil.
whoops of
Also,
low
the
net
difference
worth
between a
individuals
million and a
are
billion is so
constantly banging
astronomically
together to ask
large.
for money.
It's like insane.
There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts.
And you know,
It's like
no
feeding
one's
seagulls.
so few
There
people are ever going to hit a
always
million,
more,
but that
and
gap
they
between
never
a
seem
million
to
and a
do
billion
anything
is just like
interesting with it, except more
mad.
seagulls. Spending money.
This is why we
is a
want a
matter of
revolution, you
desire.
guys.
I'm
Mass
sure
redistribution
you
of
agree.
wealth.
I don't have the desire for spending it like that.
This guy's just making me mad.
No, it also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising.
It reminds me of the passage
we
in The
extremely
Hitchhiker's Guide to the
high net
Galaxy
worth
about special
individuals
and
are
general theories of
constantly
disaster
subjected
area
to.
tax return.
Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems.
You spend 1k a day, it'll take you
bulletproof outerwear, and so on.
3,740
It
years
just
to
gets
spend
a
a
bit
billion.
Middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois. What? No, I didn't say that at all.
Assuming you
Being
get no
rich
money
is
along the
great,
way, which, yeah, that's
Just
the thing.
don't tell anyone I told you that.
I dread to think the amount of money you
Could you
make in
please
interest
stop
alone when
asking
you have that
people
much
for
money in
money?
bank accounts.
It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we
And
can't
not even
afford
interest,
to
you'd have it
work
in
than we
stocks and
already
everything.
do.
It's a different world.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell.
Richard
I'm
Branson
dealing
said
with
that becoming a
smart man.
millionaire is easily.
As you may
You
know,
simply start as a
high net worth
billionaire and
individuals
found in their
don't have a
life.
lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of
It's
one
not fair,
another.
really, is it?
I think I only have coins
There are
for
people
coffee
starving,
machines.
you know?
Here is 3 real.
There are mass waves of
How
poverty.
much can you get for
There are
this?
third world countries. And we have people with not 1 billion of money, but like 10 billion of money.
That's
I know
the
it's not
idea,
called.
my
Oh,
friend.
I know I
Got
didn't
to
use the
work
word
for
money
the rest.
correctly there, but you know what I
Maybe
mean.
You can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
Go on, roll it, mate.
If business
Nope.
planning were
He rolls as bad as I do.
Suit, you probably wouldn't be a
Guillotines are
cop.
so cheap to build.
Go on.
It is an inhuman amount of money, Shelby. Yeah, it really. It's just one of those where, like, the more you think about it, the more depressing it gets.
Hold on.
You just have to
Have we met
fucking,
before?
you know, suck it up, really.
No, on second thought, it couldn't have been you. Your idea
Or find a
reminds me
new,
of
you know,
group of young
society
men
to
who
live in.
came to me a long
New
time
socio-economic
ago, calling
structure.
themselves Fortress Accident. The name should have
Or we
been
should
a
all
red
move to
flag.
Mars and start
They
again
pitched
from
me,
scratch.
And a
You know?
handful of other investors on an idea for a role.
Thank goodness we don't have a ton of money to spare. I know, that was a close one.
In their words, change the world. Well,
More hitchhikers.
at
You
first,
deposit
everything
1
was
penny
rosy.
to go to the restaurant at the
ideas
end,
were solid,
and the compound
but
interest pays for your
they
meal.
were lacking in,
Genius.
how do I put it? They lacked the will to get things done.
Get stoned
As
and
their
stop thinking
financial
about it. That is
situation
cheaper than a
became
trip to
more
Mars,
desperate,
I think,
their
last time I
ideas
checked.
devolved from realistic
Get stoned and go to Mars?
Absolute
Maybe?
insanity. We lost all of our money. High art types never deliver. They're only good for peddling Welkins or whatever creeps they come up with.
I guess the inordinate amount of time they put into drawing mythical creatures did not generate a return on investment.
Nobody knows for sure, but the place can't be pretty. Sadly, when we got there, it was too late. The concept had run out of steam. Only dust remained. What I want to tell you is this. It's a very bad idea. Dead in the water. You seem like a reasonable man, but that is not a reasonable plan. Absolutely not.
The Welkins was the
Stop
other.
embarrassing yourself. Pop a magnesium and calm down.
The Welkins were the other Easter egg, right? That was the fake game. That was like a rendition of Disco Elysium's development process. Thanks, Mega Rich Light Bending Guy. Oh, he went back and did it again.
What can I do for you?
Deploy
Can't smoke on
high
Mars, you'd have
concept
to take
buzzword generator.
edibles.
All systems
You're thinking
functional.
ahead, I like that.
Ready to engage.
You've thought
in
about this before.
3, 2, 1. It's time to disrupt the future. You've got to stay lean, innovative, and focus
Oh,
on
Wirral.
what
Oh, yeah,
matters
yeah,
most.
yeah.
The
Wirral
children.
Unchained, was it?
A youth center, huh? What kind of youth center?
The place to train.
Uses their most,
buff kids. Come on, tell
have
him
most,
what
if
he
not all, of
wants
their
to
wealth
hear.
tied up in the equity of companies. Yeah. Elon Musk lost 600 million in 22.
Brilliant. Without children, who'll be there to buy stuff
Is that
in the
before?
future?
Is that because of Twitter, or was that before that?
When life closes a door, it opens a window, yes? What's the expected return on this?
That's a Snickers.
You're deep into ultra
Did we give him that?
territory now.
Oh, we gave him. Our
Good work.
proposal was to build a youth center.
Very impressive. You've got a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities. I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with it. What's the point of being rich if you have to follow all the rules? Here's the round of seed funding.
Oh shit.
This should be enough to prove out the concept and get things off the ground.
Cha-ching. What'll it be?
You'd think he could
vodka,
afford a little more than
cigarettes.
100 real.
Remember, it's not a handout. It's an investment, and I expect to see returns.
The lieutenant
A youth
stands
center for
there,
buff kids. I can't believe we were a gym
His
teacher.
mouth opens slightly. then closes again.
He was kind of a normal guy.
I'm not
Harry,
unimpressed.
you
Let's
know?
leave it at that.
He had his brushes with the supernatural, but he was actually just a gym teacher. Like, he was drunk, sure, but pretty normal all in all.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
Crazy. Crazy. Good old electrochem. Alright, you guys. Let me remind myself what games are in the next poll, and we'll run through the trailers quickly. You get a little sneak peek. I don't think I'm going to stream next week, though. So I'll probably put the poll out, like, tomorrow. Give it a week. I was fucking looking at, like, how to do weighted percentages earlier. And realised I had to, like, have a reminder on, like, fucking AS maths. I'm still convinced he's a drunk in part because of the voices in his head. Yeah, I mean, we didn't stop him becoming a drunk, that's for sure. Still very much a drunk. But, you know, like, by the time we were getting deep into, like, Dolores Day and the Pale and shit, I was, like, ready to think that HDB was going to be some kind of long-forgotten innocence or something like that. Who traveled through the Pale and ended up in the current situation. But he was just a really drunk gym teacher who had his heart broken. I need to fix the transition sound. I thought I did. I turned it off. Because I heard it in the stream, but it's still going. Oh, that's shit. My bad. Yeah, it sounds awful. Let me check if I can... I turned it off. Well, I thought I did. My B. Alright, no more transitions. Well, I'll just turn them off, shall I? I'll just turn them off. Oh, you need at least one transition. Can I change it? I'll just change it to a fade. Look how boring this is. But at least it doesn't hurt your ears. Yeah, I think it's that tech wipe one. No, I heard it when I looked back on a stream. I did turn it off in Streamlabs, I promise. Well, I didn't turn it off. I turned the audio down, but I guess it didn't stop it. Laura Richelieu said she loved you and was in your lungs. Yeah.
You are without doubt the worst YouTuber I've ever heard of. But you have heard of me.
Thanks for the sub, Tina. You're here? Or if not, doesn't matter. Thank you all the same. Welcome to the channel. Dolores Day had glowing golden lungs too. Yeah, but wasn't it when we had the dream sequence and she was standing outside the video rental store? It said that, like, the lights of the video store were shining through her gown and it, like, illuminated her. So I thought that was part of the reason where, in our craziness and, you know, confusion of Dolores and Dora, I thought that's kind of where that spun from. Unless the actual historical Dolores Day had that glowing lungs thing as well. I guess it did, because she was in the stained glass window painting and had that, so I guess that was true. Lungs are the symbol of love for the countries in the Real Belt. Subtam, baby! Mate, that song's so good. It's the best Lonely Island song. Michael Bolton, what a legend. Right, sorry, let me get these, get the trailers up. As a reward, or apart from all the fabulous content, the reward for being with me, as a thanks from me for being with Disco Streams, I'll give you a little sneak peek of the next game poll, and maybe even, if you have a great suggestion, another option. So we've got 5 at the moment. I don't really want to do more than 5 because, you know, at a certain point there is too much choice. Here's the first one. Watch trailer. Let me turn this off.
The thing about shadows, you can't escape them.
Muffins. No, it's a real reward this time, Shelbs.
You just learn to keep them behind you and look toward the light.
The pale is a concept that endlessly passes. Oh my god, that's loud. Sorry.
I represent some business acquaintances of your father's. Whoa.
You help me take care of my family, I'll help you take care of yours.
You swear it won't happen again?
I just want to know that we can make it through this.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much on the pale I didn't either see or understand enough about. This is called As Dusk Falls, Harkon. It's like a visual novel, like choice-based. I think it's got it's probably got Twitch integration, but not YouTube integration. Nothing has fucking YouTube streaming into it. I'm quickly learning. But you know, where like the chat can play along and make decisions. Yeah, it's called As Dusk Falls. The story seems pretty good. It's got a very interesting art style. I'll maybe some actual gameplay would be better than this trailer, but
All you had to do was keep your mouth shut. What are you doing?
Improvising.
yeah, it's Telltale-esque for sure.
I'm not just gonna abandon you.
Family means sacrifice.
It looks decent. But yeah, it's like a choice-based visual novel, you know, interactive dialogue. Right up my street. What's next? The art style is creepy. Yeah, it actually looks like that in-game. Let's just look at a little bit of gameplay. Not full game. First 15 minutes. Yeah, let's try that. I mean, we'll skip forward a little bit. But the art style is kind of creepy. He kind of gives them derpy faces.
Okay, shoot.
It's kind of cute, though.
How many stars are on my backpack?
You should play something completely different. Vampire Survivors. It needs to have a good story, Ludes. I mean, to be fair, one thing I do want to do is start doing the members only streams are going to be just like I'll play whatever. It doesn't have to be anything to do with the channel. Because obviously most of the games I'm playing not have to have a good narrative, but that's what I'm kind of basing my decision on, whether to play it or not. What's the lore of the giant bone ball? Okay, so that's that one. What's next?
We still got 45 states license plates to spot.
Citizen Sleeper was on there, which I looked at the trailer and it didn't do much for me, but I've read the reviews seem pretty good on it. Let's try a different trailer because the one I watched was kind of meh.
Wake up, sleeper.
I think this is the same one. Never mind. Written by. To be fair, the bestiary entries are hilarious.
Take your chances.
It's like painted over photographs, yeah. It's different.
You do the work, get paid.
And you know, as we've realised on my streams, we love a good slideshow. So at least if that happens, you know, you won't see the difference so much when my stream drops to 3 frames a second. No one will know.
Wake up, sleeper.
Yeah, so this one I kind of like the sound of because of the tabletop RPG element with the dice rolls.
SNRP's gift for its escaped workers.
And the story's supposed to be decent.
But we can fight this.
Very wholesome, like you said, dudes.
You can remake yourself.
As Dusk Falls was written by Stephanie.
They don't own you anymore.
No, I don't know who wrote As Dusk Falls.
Wake up, sleeper. You are hunted. Break their locks. access their secrets. We are waiting.
Like, it didn't tell me much. It seems good. Good things. I was gonna do, I was thinking of Atomic Heart, but I read up about it, and there is quite a lot of controversy around it because it's set in like I think the core story elements are like if Soviet Russia won the Soviet War, which at the moment is just a little dodge. It's kind of eggshells to be walking on. And apparently the developers for the marketing used kind of like glorified Soviet Union stuff. So maybe not a great time for it to come out. And it released on like exactly a year after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which is a bit strange. Yeah, it's a shame. It looks like, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, we spoke about it on Camstream a bit with like the whole Hogwarts Legacy thing and trying to separate art from artist, but it's just like, I don't want to even, and it's not even like for the streaming things. I just think playing through something like that, it would be very hard to take an impartial view on things and just be like, I don't want anything else to influence the story and the actual fiction game itself. Ukraine says don't play it. Exactly. What's next? Oh, this is a good one. I've played this before, but there's the sequel of this game is coming out this year. So I thought, and I fucking love this game. So being on the side of nah, yeah, like there's so many games to play, right? Don't need to be clamoring for that one just because it's new.
You hear them too, right?
They're watching her. Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, creature in the night.
What's happening?
Euro jank shooter's gotta be one of my fave genres.
That simple.
Maybe you're already dead. Who are you?
She once tried to make them go away.
Mother, do you hear them?
Pretend they weren't real.
There's an interesting piece from IGN.
Just
Talked about the complications and also an explanation of why they're reviewing it, but not Legacy. Oh, why they're reviewing Atomic Heart, but not Legacy.
Listen to the voices of the underworld. They crawl into your soul and rot you from the inside.
With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul.
They're in the darkness.
But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow.
Don't let this darkness come between us.
Whatever the cost.
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes.
What's your name?
Her gaze.
It was a strange choice to have sort of a dance track behind the trailer, but
warrior.
yeah, it's so good. The audio design in it is just fucking phenomenal.
Brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering.
The Brits love this game, apparently. It's like Norse mythology and psychotic breakdowns. It's a lovely combo.
To find peace with the gods. So you will walk into the lair of the beast, look it in the eye, and you will go to war.
It is funny how much a trailer can influence what the game feels like, because they've deliberately used... There is like maybe 3 actual combat scenes in this game, but you would think from this it's like an action-heavy game, and it's not at all.
She will save his soul. Even if this...
Rowling is richer than Putin and won't die as soon either.
She can't save her own.
You know, J.K. Rowling makes takes a cut of every single Universal Studios ticket they sell because of the Harry Potter world. It's crazy. It's crazy. Their take was more nuanced, but fair enough. Okay. Headphones in a dark room, yeah. What else was there? Ooh, this is one. This game I've tried a couple of times, and I haven't finished it. Like, I haven't gotten more than like 2 hours in, but I know I need to play it. Let's go with this one. What about Pathologic 2? Sure, I'll take some suggestions. We can look at some trailers. I do need to eat because I haven't yet. But I'll stay on for like a little bit longer. But yeah, like everyone says Undertale is amazing, and I have it. I've tried to play it a couple times and just didn't get far enough with it, I don't think. Subject Sam to Pathologic. Yeah, the combat's really not like part of Hellblade, and the puzzle solving neither. Like it's really just there. I think it's just there so they can tell their story, you know. I know, Shelbs, I know. It's high on my list of I'm embarrassed to say I haven't played this game. I think I've gotten like two or 3 hours, probably not even that. Probably like an hour in both times. I've tried to play it like 3 times. Bad-ish bad. Pathologic HD is the best game nobody will ever play. Okay, let's check that out. Pathologic 2? Or the first one? Oh, it's an old game. The original cult classic returns fully restored. Deltarune. Undertale, yes. No, yeah, don't play Pathologic. There are plenty of definitive videos, and also it is a nightmarish game to actually play. What would I even play it on? Is it on PC?
Losses.
Right,
Losses everywhere. The business is brought to naught. We're ruined. Who could have thought?
Pathologic 2 is the first game restored, confusingly. Oh, right, okay.
I won't believe in some.
Yeah, the first time I probably played for like an hour. And then I got a little bit further the following time, but still, yeah, I know you have to, it's one of those you have to dig in first. Watch H-Bomb's video on it instead. Okay.
I shouldn't have indulged their whims.
I haven't played a good, is this a horror game? Looks like it. I haven't played a good horror game in a long time.
The cause and circumstances of these tragic events remain uncertain.
The Ken Levine's next game is supposed to come out this year, though. I got a teaser trailer earlier this year.
Most men only die because they
fully restored does not mean playable.
But a town will meet its
Horrors of humanity, maybe. Okay. Yeah, not like jump scare horror.
That much is certain.
Interesting. I'm sure I wouldn't get. It's so hard to get a read on games from trailers, to be honest. Apart from like your obvious trailers, you know, like every other fucking first-person shooter that ever exists, you can figure that out. But for most games, it's actually very hard to get a read off a trailer. I think it's horrifying to play because it hates you. Great, I love that. No, I don't. The best games don't play well in trailers, which sucks. Yeah, that's it. Because I feel like they have to, because trailers are naturally so like formulaic, you have to try and shift, you have to try and stick your game in that that formula, which doesn't work a lot of the time. It's like that Hellblade one. It's like it had to look like a action adventure trailer when it's not that kind of game at all. Did you play The Quarry? Yeah, that was on my last poll. I could put that on there again. The only other thing I'm thinking is doing a slightly shorter game this time. So all these games are like 10-ish hours, which The Quarry might be as well, to be fair. Knights of the Old Republic is quite a bit longer than 10 hours. I've only played the second one, Emil. Fucking amazing. Love that game. But yeah, just because I'm going to have to play through Disco again. And I don't really want to have... I'd rather get those videos done before digging into like a big next stream. Just because so I don't have to juggle two things at once. Oh, right. Pathologic is committing yourself to 60 to 70 hours. Yeah, I'm not doing that. A case of the Golden Idol. You're plugging it again. Let me watch that trailer again. It does look good. And we had a lot of fun with Obra Dinn. So another game like that would be... it won Best Story for PC Game of the Year. That's a good sign.
The Case of the Golden Idol is one of the stranger games I played this year in terms of both aesthetic and topic.
Yeah, Firewatch I've played. I wasn't that big on Firewatch. Like, it was good, but I didn't leave it being like, oh my god.
Dead or is dying.
You know?
In that moment,
I think I maybe played it too late because
there are pieces of information.
Firewatch obviously like came off the back when walking simulators were huge. You know, with like Gone Home and like I think like What Remains of Edith Finch, but I think both of those are better walking sims than Firewatch. Like What Remains of Edith Finch is fucking amazing. And that game's like 2 hours long. Copy can play Stanley Parable. Yeah. Stanley Parable was a good one. Well, I mean, to be fair, Cam's just finished playing The Walking Dead Season 1, and one of the games I was thinking of doing was Wolf Among Us, because I bought it on sale, and I love that game. And that's got a trailer. That's got a sequel coming this year, so it might be good timing.
You must gather and rearrange to uncover what exactly happened to lead to that death,
Chill Obra Dinn.
and what the motive behind it may have
been. It looks
been.
less chill than Obra Dinn.
It's a mystery game a la Return of the Obra Dinn. Something sinister, something evil is connected to this golden idol, and there are people out there willing to do terrible things to get their hands on it. The story of the golden idol is something you'd hear as myth or legend, and having to piece together.
Did you say this was like?
Make for an
This is like a handful of hours, right, Shelbs?
And objects, motives, and personal relationships.
Or Emil, if you played it as well.
When you think you've got all you need, you place these into a patchwork of clues until the game tells you you're on
Gravity
the right track.
Bone for short form games.
At its finest.
Night in the Woods I've heard of, but I haven't played it.
Story to you. It asks if you're brave and clever enough to understand what it's.
I played. Oh no, I'm thinking Vampire the Masquerade actually, not
a letter in the bin, a candle missing.
Let's play. You have to burn the rope right now.
With massive
how short is it?
If you're attentive enough.
I need to eat.
The Case of the Golden Idol thrives on terrible deaths and uncomfortable, jarring artwork. Though each scene is almost still, with minimal animation, the horror of the moment and the fear of what you might find when you click on objects and people is immense. At one moment, you're investigating an inn, and while looking
so
at
like
the top
all of your
rooms,
clues are like down here, right? And then you have to fill it in.
No animation, nothing interactable, nothing to be seen. But when a terrible, bloody murder is also on screen, I would
depends how quick you solve it. Maybe 5 hours. Okay, yeah. So for me, that will be 6 or 7, but that's okay. I just kind of want under 10, I think, because this one ended up being like 50, which is fine. But then it's just the fact that I've got to play it again for videos, which is also fine. I'm happy to do it. I want to do it, but just from a time perspective. Portal 1. Portal 1's 4 to 5 hours. How long is Burn the Rope? Ludes. Remember fucking, like, well, I can't even remember what they're called. Like Flash games? When you could just go on, like, Miniclip? Do people do Let's Plays of Miniclip? Just did Portal in the night. It's good fun, but not much in terms of story. It's 5 minutes with an ending song that's 3 minutes. Can I play it online? What is it called? Burn the Rope. Big Blue Bubble. Oh, it's a phone. It's on the phone. Can I play it on PC? Wait, is it? It's not a phone puzzle game. I don't think that's the same thing. Burn the Rope 3D. Burn the Rope Life Plus 4 Plus. I can't get a screen recording on my phone, unfortunately. I know, Flash games were the best, man. Find words, pull them down to the bottom, and then fill in the blanks to solve the mysteries. I think you were having me on, Ludes, weren't you? You made me fucking search for it. This is the other one I was thinking of doing, which is a Telltale game. This game is so good, man. Like it's not Walking Dead season 1 levels, I don't think. It's up there. Oh, it is on web browser. Is it actually? It just showed me a phone game.
I'm not saying it's fair.
Unless I was finding looking at the wrong one.
People are scared of you.
You think my job is easy?
No, it's the Wolf Among Us. This is
try keeping a bunch of fables from killing each other.
It's like they're all fairy tale characters. Like you play the big bad wolf, but you're a detective, and someone killed. God, I haven't played it in like it's probably been like 8 years since I played it. So
knows you.
The story will be
big bad wolf.
I will have forgotten most of the story. Anyway, play it again. So Snow White is like your detective, your partner. Who gets killed? Fuck, I can't remember. I liked Wolf better than Walking Dead. Oh, it's called You Have to Burn the Rope. Okay. I went with Just Burn the Rope. Alright, we're doing it. Crazy games. Can I full screen this? Here we go, you guys. Oh, okay. Walk with arrow keys. That's super loud. Might not be able to change the volume. There's a boss at the end of this tunnel. You can't hurt him with your weapons. God. Let me turn the music down. Better. Might be a nice way to tee up the supposed sequel coming soon. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh mate, I miss Flash games. Kill him, you have to burn the rope. Have fun! This is some new grounds for nostalgia, man. Yeah. Oh god. Can I only jump? Can I attack? They didn't give me instructions. Great. Let's go. Okay, I can also fire little axes. I won.
Congratulations.
GG's in the chat.
You managed to kill that boss, you see. The grinning colossus.
3 minutes. That took me 30 seconds.
You're the hero we always
Is anyone checking my speedrun time there?
You made it through the tunnel. Then you grabbed that fire on the wall. You jumped up.
Mate, I didn't really know what I was trying to do. My gamer instincts just told me to go upwards, dodge the fire. GG's in chat. Easy dub. Easy dub.
You burned the rope and saved us all.
Alright, well, video coming on that soon, you guys.
You burned the rope and saved us.
You have to burn the rope story explained.
Now you're a hero. You managed to beat the whole damn game. We're happy you made it, but how are you gonna spend the rest of this day? Maybe watch a video. Maybe press refresh game.
If you don't burn the rope, I wonder what happens.
We're happy you made it, but how are you gonna spend the rest of this day?
Speaking of Newgrounds nostalgia, I had Magical Trevor stuck in my head the other day.
Maybe press refresh and start again. Yes, it's over now.
We can do the lore explaining it short. Yeah.
Make a longer game.
Hey, that's good satire right there.
I swear it's true.
But people will love it. I know it doesn't know slam.
Now you're a hero. You managed to beat the whole damn game.
You can also not burn the rope.
We're happy you made it.
If you're a renegade.
How are you gonna spend the rest of this day? Maybe watch a video.
It doesn't outstay with its welcome.
Maybe press refresh and start again.
All these AAA studios saying, oh, you know, our game needs to be bigger. We need to fill our open world with more little things to do. You can play a game in 5 seconds and have a great time. This is the future. You won't end the game, but technically. Hey, you never know, there might be a secret ending. If you fail to burn the rope 800 times, secret credit scene. Look at all these crazy games. What's trending on crazy games? Love in Style, maybe? Oh, this is such a throwback. It's funny that it's probably been 13 years or so since I've played Flash games, and they're still the same games. You know? I'm guessing these are new, but they're still the same games. But I won't subject you to that. Right, guys. Oh, I forgot I turned my audio down. I was wondering why nothing was happening. Shit, I can't believe we finished Disco Elysium. That's crazy. The best Flash games were the ones that had local multiplayer with shared keyboard. Yeah. They were so good. I've just realised my chat has been on top chat instead of live chat this whole time. I may have missed some messages, I'm sorry. Metroid Prime Remastered. Ooh. Also, I was a teenage exocolonist. Okay. Is this a Flash game? Otherwise, I'm not interested. I only play Flash games now, you guys. Let me take a look. Yeah, like, definitely I'll take suggestions, you guys. I'm only one man. I can't take in every single game ever. Oh, it looks cute. Original Co-op is a great Flash game. One of the best. Getting over it with Bennett Funny. Oh my god, that game, man. That must be one of the most infuriating experiences. Time passes plus 10 stress. Wow, that sounds a bit too real. Oh, he made Co-op as well. He knows what kind of game to make. Just make the most infuriating piece of shit possible. Respect it. I respect it. But yeah, I'm thinking those are gonna be the picks for next game. But I also was thinking of potentially doing like a single stream game, so one that is literally like 1 or 2 hours that we can go. Just hit it through in one stream could be kind of fun. Which is stuff like What Remains of Edith Finch. A Memoir Blue is supposed to be good. Gone Home. There's a couple of others I found. I did a fucking accidental stream. But YouTube is so difficult to stream on sometimes, I swear. Emil, it looks like you joined. I'm going to show you this, which is quite meta. It looks like I streamed part 12 again, which lasted for... Oh, it's live right now. What is going on? Alright, I'm going to have to go into YouTube Studio to fix that. Maybe I'm streaming 2 streams at once. I'm glad you're in the right one. Although they would be the same, wouldn't they? Because there isn't 2 versions of me. Was it broken? I was tripping out. Sorry. I'm still new to this streaming malarkey, you guys. Also, I'm sorry if it dipped out a couple times during the actual stream. I don't know what it is. I think my internet is also kind of playing up at the moment. I checked it out when I failed to stream on Sunday. There were a couple of things saying that Virgin internet have like issues in my area, so that doesn't help. Combined with my ineptitude. Did you just post this, Shelves? So confusing. Anyway, I'll fix that in a little bit. I was in there and it was just looping 120, 126, 125 to go. We're in a time loop. Alright, I can probably... Actually, no, I can't delete it. Stuck on the streaming screen. It don't matter. 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim will blow your mind. Maybe it dipped because I was streaming 2 streams at once. Yeah, maybe. But they were both on... They were both through Streamlabs, so I don't even think Streamlabs would be able to stream to like ingest settings at once. But quite possibly. Who knows? I'm most likely fucked up. Oxenfree is really good, Emil. Didn't Oxenfree 2 come out? I feel like it did, and it kind of glossed over me. Because the first one is amazing. Also, Afterparty by the same developer is good. Let's check out 13 Sentinels then. Launch trailer? Oh, it's Twitch trailers.
The only chance we have of surviving.
Oh, sorry. I meant to stop the music, but it's fine.
Is to fight back with the Sentinels.
Now, let's go!
Everyone.
Do you understand the situation we're in? That area is under attack by D forces.
I gotta dance with these chumps first.
Let's do this together. That was awesome.
There's a lot going on screen.
Slow down. Different combat situations might call for different weapons.
Is it like a real-time strategy?
I'm back in the fight. Don't get ahead of yourself. We're not done here. We need to focus on
It was different than I was expecting. But it's what I mean. It's like I can't really get a gauge on it from the trailer. I should probably just watch gameplay vids. Yeah, it's do you know what I mean? It's just like the trailer just tells you nothing. But then like if you type in gameplay, it's like, oh, do you want to watch a stream of it? Which we don't want either. And you can't watch a review. I guess we could watch a review. But then you get your mind made up about it. Where do we go? The combat is not the entire game, yeah. So you got to put a little bit of gameplay in there. I guess it's split between gameplay and story, maybe.
Number 11, moving out. I'll stop them. They're going for me now. Better put on a show for you, John. Number 20.
This is a lot.
Don't waste any chances.
Story stuff and big mech combat.
Neutralized.
It's like you said. You're right. These trailers just... They don't give you a good idea. The good, like some good games, you just like make for bad trailers. That's the way it goes. Consumed a lot around it. Life is Strange. Yeah, that's good. That's kind of what I'm thinking for the other two, like As Dusk Falls and Wolf Among Us. But I could add Life is Strange into the mix as well. But yeah, like those episodic ones are obviously quite well suited to a stream because you can just do one episode and then call it quits and wait for the next one. Asura's Wrath. $4K remaster. Look at them showing me shorts content. God, YouTube's so different now. It's so different. Azura, is he as in from Street Fighter? I don't really want a boss fight because of spoilers. But yeah, those are probably going to be the picks, with a poll coming probably tomorrow, once I've gotten over Disco Elysium. I'm not quite ready to just jump straight into the next game, like I need some time to digest. Oh yeah, Plague Tale is supposed to be really good. Yeah, I mean, long is fine. I mean, well, I mean, it's just because I haven't streamed that many games yet, right? Because like, Scorn was like 4 hours. Obra Dinn was, I think, supposed to be about 5 or 6, but it took me 10. But then we've gone from that to Disco, which has taken us like 50 hours, I think. So I'm just feeling it out, really. Thanks, Shelbs. Me too. Me too. Yeah. I could go in many different directions, but I just want to make sure I do the game justice, really. That's the thing. It's definitely not going to be one I can rush because, as we've realised, there's just so much lore packed into that game that I'm going to need to do intensive amounts of research to make sure I don't miss anything. But I'm looking forward to it. That's for sure. There's also some ennui of finishing a long game, like you have to recharge a bit. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I was like, got to recharge and then play it again. Fortunately for me, like when games are really good, making a really in-depth video on it and like the amount I've had to play a game hasn't dampened the experience at all for me. I guess because the games are good and I really like them, and they wouldn't happen that way. But yeah, there is a lot to process. A lot. But that's what it's all about. It's what I enjoy doing. I just have to surrender my life away, well, my evenings away for forever. Not forever. I also think I'll be able to play through Disco way quicker this time. I'll need to play through it to, like, totally understand it. Like, so which I can do at my own pace. And then I'll need to play through it slowly again to actually get, like, footage on it. Yeah, Disco opens up a lot more the second and third time around. Yeah, for sure. I just need to figure out my character sheet. I think I'm going to go really high on Encyclopedia. And maybe... I think I might just do the inverse of what I did the first time, right? So, like, I don't know, Psyche is obviously really good to have. I might go Psyche and Logic really high rather than Physique. Motorics, I was kind of in the middle ground, but like I felt like my logic skills were all super low throughout basically the entire playthrough. I won't have to debate what animals you'd punch. Yes. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, Disco isn't a 50-hour game. It's just me streaming it made it a 50-hour game because it's slow as fuck. But hey, as long as you guys had fun, I know I did. I can't really complain. Rather than the stats, there are also a lot of interesting aspects of just picking an ideology and going hard on it. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I'm super excited to play it again, to be honest with you. It's not a daunting prospect at all. Don't want to make it seem like that. Because now I can, yeah, with a little bit more, a lot more understanding of where the story is actually going, I think we should be able to pick up on something and go hard on it. And be like, it's just, I mean, that's what's so good about branching dialogues. That's what I love about them. It's just like, not only can you be like, okay, this time I want to do this, and like take it in a different direction, but you can pick up on little things, like little clues that you may have, you know, just anytime you take in a story again, you see all the sort of foreshadowing and all the thought that had gone into the story from the very beginning. Also, inexplicable feminist agenda. I can't believe Kim called me a fascist and a racist. I thought that was a bit strong. But I think if I'd have looked at my stats on the side, I was probably highest in fascist. So, you know, judge me by my actions, not my words, I suppose. Sorry Cop sober run results in some interesting changes. Yeah, like I think also now that I know a bit more about Harry the character, I kind of want to play into it more. I want to play into it a little bit because that's what I love doing about it, is like inhabiting the character. So now that I already know that the reasons for Harry's like descent into darkness, I can play into that a bit more, which is fun. There's a lot where you can't see the full motivation of a character in a single playthrough per design. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, I mean, the motives are always going to be closed off to begin with. That's what creates the conflict. It's like what the character wants and what they actually need. It's like, what did Harry want the entire time? Like, to get drunk, to have a good time, to figure out who he was. But what he needed to do was let go of Dolores, probably. Well, his want was initially like, get over the hangover. Then it was solve the case. And then it was like, figure out reality. But the need was ultimately like, to get over his breakup, I guess. But then at the same time, it's kind of like, it's kind of a flat character arc, I think. Because he didn't really overcome anything in the end. I wouldn't say. He kind of just like, he knows a bit more about himself, but I wouldn't say he overcame his relationship and causing him pain. He was just kind of like, yeah, I guess. Which is very typical of the kind of story that they were trying to create, right? Where it's an atypical story that they were trying to tell, so it wouldn't have a natural sort of resolution in terms of the character or any of the plot points, really. The racism was mostly not your fault. Thanks. I needed to hear that. Good to know. Just massive Freudian slips the whole way. The Dolores convo when you're sorry cop has a different tone. Well, I mean, even the Dolores convo I had was still pretty much like him begging her to take him back. but maybe that can go even differently. And the talk with the cops at the end is a little different if you haven't drank. Yeah, I did think that. Did you do a sober run, Shelbs? Harry's memory loss also couldn't be partly due to his exposure to the Pale in the raid or the church. Yeah. Yeah, I was starting to think when we learnt more about the Pale that that Harry had gone through the Pale and travelled through time at some point. I just realised my Spotify thing is updating. It doesn't matter. I'm going to call the stream in a couple minutes, you guys. You did sober. Felt right to the character. Yeah, fair play. I get it. I definitely hard back on the like super damaging behavior as I got more into it. Like, I basically, after I realized that Harry was actually like a decent cop before he lost his memory, I was like, okay, I gotta start taking things a little bit more seriously now. The talk at the end is also a little different if you have Kuno there. Yeah, I can imagine. I'd love to try that, but I think it will have to be more of one where I just like look it up on YouTube. I don't think I could bring myself to let Kim get killed. You can't save everyone? Oh yeah, that's a good question. Is how many people that you can save or get killed at the end there. My version was more fun for a stream. What, getting Elizabeth killed? Whoops. That was kind of funny though. I cannot stop myself from playing everything lawful good. Yeah, man. I mean, you gotta play it your way. Otherwise, what's the point? I do that a lot with branching narrative. It's like I go in. It's like with Mass Effect. I've gone in trying to do a Renegade run before, and I'm just like, I just don't want to do it. Like, I'll do it a bit, but then I always end up just like choosing the same stuff. Renegade Commander Shepard just doesn't feel right to me. 3 or 4 always die. Yeah, I mean, some of them died like after you blacked out, I think. But I think Elizabeth definitely didn't have to die, right? Whoops. How do you kill the main merc if you don't have Spirit Bomb? It's physically painful to play it the way I'm not inclined to. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. The only one I've done is like BioShock, I suppose. But again, like I didn't enjoy doing it, especially in BioShock 1 when the bad ending is terrible. It's like, oh, you committed like nuclear war, so you probably shouldn't have harvested those little sisters after all. Never seen the Elizabeth one. Well, yes. Glad I could give you some new content. Oh, you kill him with your gun. I'm glad we went Spirit Bomb. I feel like that was the way to go. We'll leave the shooting to Kim. Right, you guys, I haven't eaten, and it's getting to 9:45 here. So, I will thank you all dearly from the bottom of my heart to have been on this experience with me. I've loved every moment. It's been an absolute whirlwind. And I can't wait to dig into it a little bit more and make some videos about it. But yeah, thank you all for sticking with it. Hope you guys had fun. And yeah, keep your eyes peeled on the community tab for the next poll. I'll go through a couple of those trailers again and maybe dig into the games a little bit more, so I can get a better gauge on them. And maybe the polls will change slightly. Maybe you will have influenced me. Yeah, me too, Emil. Alright, you guys. I'm going to call it. Thank you ever so much. We got through 13 streams of this. But yes, until the next one, Tommy, you came in just as I was doing my ending monologue, I'm afraid, mate. Thank you for joining all the same, but I'm gonna go. But of course you can watch the VODs if you are looking to see the close of this Disco Elysium playthrough. But yes, until next time, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Take care of yourselves.